Hello, and welcome to a Run My One Shot stream. We're going to be doing an unexpected wedding invitation, which the Discord community actually voted on, and they said they wanted a mystery. So here it goes. This one shot is actually probably going to be a two shot. So we'll see. We'll probably have to finish it next month, but we do run my one shot every the last Saturday of every month at 12 Eastern time. That's right now. And this one is written by Midnight Tower. This particular adventure is up for an Emmy, so for 2023. So if you like it, I'll put a link. I think I already did in the description of this live stream. So you can go check that out, support them. Plus, they're small creators, and we're all about supporting small businesses here. So we have pretty much the same players. Only one character changed from last time, so we did lose Brandara, and we swapped her out for Sienna. So without further ado, after a super exciting feat fest, most of our adventuring party decided to stick together. Of course, we did have to say farewell to Brandara after she made some very interesting straws for Rowan. And you've all traveled to a place called Whiteport to meet up with Sienna, who is an old traveling companion of yours. And that is where we're going to start here at the Traveling Mermaid, which looks like this. So beautiful. Let's play some
Nice.
music. Hold on, where's my tavern music?
Is there a little lobster off in the corner singing?
Is there a lobster singing?
It
There's
looks like-
no lobsters. I don't see any lobsters.
Is that like actual water outside? That's so cool.
I mean, in this picture, yes, but in the game, no.
Oh.
If you're, I don't know how you would get underwater, but yes, that was an AI generated.
Magic?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Magic?
Wear plate
I
mail.
saw the magic.
Sink.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It's magic glass.
Simple. Just wear plate mail, step off the boat. You will directly be underwater.
All right, so
Everybody has to put on a suit of plate to get down.
There's just some dude up there handing out breastplates like, here's your ticket.
Exactly. Take off your ballast to float back to the top.
all right. Sorry, I'm
Allie's like, anytime you guys want to play the game, we can do that.
I'm sorry. No, I'm also
Instead of banter.
making sure the stream is running well, which it's not apparently. So that's great, but not much I can do
no.
about it.
Oh, it was a second ago.
Yeah, it just says it's not. I don't know. Smooth
I
streaming.
see it live, and
Alright,
apparently
alright.
they can hear us. So
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll keep going.
Alrighty.
all of our Discord pictures are cutting in and out.
Yeah, I
but
just see
other
that
than
the webcam's flashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Oh well.
On to D&D.
On to D&D. I think it doesn't help that I have 8 million windows open, so like I have to keep flipping, and that probably makes the windows for Discord go crazy. So apologies in advance. But yeah, okay. So you are here at this tavern, and where's my sheet? I'm so prepared. Good DMing over here.
And for our next series, how not to do this.
How not to be a bad DM. No. Okay. So, you guys are sitting at the Traveling Mermaid. You finally caught up with your friend Sienna. And you see, like, it's a pretty busy tavern, but a broad-shouldered woman with long braided hair comes up. You know that her name is Cyandrin. She had introduced herself when you first arrived, and she comes up to your table and says, "What can I get for you guys?"
Well, I think we need drinks to get started with everyone.
Sure, a round of ale.
I'll certainly
Snacks.
take a meal. I'll certainly take.
Do you
an ale,
have
thanks.
mead?
Sure.
And a bottle
Nice
of your
one.
finest red.
Oh, you're one of those, huh? All right.
I'll take a slice of your finest cut of meat.
All right, I got some fresh from the butcher this morning. All right, so she takes all your orders, she rushes off, and you watch her get pulled aside by a barmaid who hands her a letter, and she looks at it. And Sayana, you've been staying here for a few days, waiting for your friends to return from Feet Fest, since you kind of weren't interested in that.
Had
And
some business to take care of.
you're welcome to discuss what kind of business you guys are doing, as well as your adventure at Feet Fest, as Cyandrin starts
Sienna,
making.
you should have been there. It was crazy. I told you should have gone.
I had a lead to track down. Criminals don't catch themselves, you know.
Okay.
Besides, that's not really my thing. I'm sure the.
But I
the
almost
crafts
got
were
turned
more-
into a newt.
He
Isn't
got
that
that.
Isn't that a daily occurrence? You have a tendency to nearly get turned into strange objects or animals.
No, that's just exploding.
Oh, that's true. The lead was a dud, though, so perhaps my time would have been better spent with you.
Yeah,
does
I
sound
wrestled
like-
someone like 5 times my size. You know how I let Azor convince me of that, but here we are.
You tried to
I had
wrestle.
faith in you.
He
It was,
didn't do bad.
I did get thrown pretty far, so that was not part of the goal,
I
but
would-
I made it that.
I assume
landed
you,
well.
you. I was going to say that the landing seems to be the thing I would expect from you.
That wasn't bad.
Less the wrestling.
All right,
The
Cyandrin.
gentleman
Sorta-
wasn't that strong.
Cyandrin comes back with your drinks, piles them in front of you, hands you your meat, your mead, and your red wine, but finest is questionable.
Is a word.
It's a word.
All the drinks cold.
And then she does have some sort of envelope, which she hands to you, Sienna, and says, "This arrived for you earlier. It came this morning, it did." And she hands this vellum envelope with your name is written in very elegant handwriting on the front. And the edges of the letter are actually gilded in, and there's a bright red wax seal with a crescent moon and 3 stars. And let's see if I can show you. And this is what you get. So feel free to read it aloud, Sienna, if you would like, if you can read it.
Ooh. Yeah, she will. She'll take out her little dagger and slit the envelope underneath the wax seal and open it. You're cordially invited to the wedding between Lysandra and Maximilian. She's getting married? We hereby invite you to celebrate our special day as we exchange our wedding vows and receive Celine's blessing. The Elvish wedding ceremony will take place at Silver Lodge near our Falls. The 20th of this month. What is she thinking? She's leaving it to the last minute. Of course she did. During the equinox of the year of the Wolverine, 1307. Celebrations begin at 3 o'clock. The wedding will include an exquisite banquet and ballroom dancing hosted by the Darlington family. Oh dear. What's this? I know we haven't spoken in years, but please come to this wedding. I need your help. Oh, Liz. Oh, dear. What has she gotten herself into this time?
That's an interesting note.
Interesting is not the word I would choose to use for this one.
I wonder what she needs your help with.
This is Liz. You need to understand. Liz is... I adventured with her at one point, and she had a talent for getting in over her head, and left adventuring to take care of family duties, her family's nobility. She had such a talent for trouble, and not necessarily of her own making. She just tended to find it, like it was magnetic to her or something. What could she possibly be doing with a Darlington? All right. Well, I suppose I'd better go see what's
Darlington's
wrong.
bad
It
news.
seems like her or
Well-
some of the wealthy people around her need some help.
Yes, that's what I'm afraid of. She was never particularly clever at mixing with the wealthy, and she wasn't always fond of it. She preferred adventuring, but her family's very political. So,
That can bode well.
yes, and she disliked the Darlingtons whenever she spoke of them. They were, again, quite political creatures. That wasn't Liz's favorite thing. Oh, prepare yourselves, though. If we have to go to an elven wedding, this is going to be...
Interesting.
Warm beer and bad food.
You would consider it such, yes, but there's going to be a lot of ceremony and a lot of dancing. And, well, I don't know how familiar any of you are with elven customs, but courtship is elaborate, and there's a lot of, well,
So
there are a lot of ways it could go bad.
a lot of Sienna definitely knows this, and I'm gonna step in and explain for her. But essentially, there's a lot of faux pas you can do when it comes to things like dancing. Like you can't dance with someone who you're not acquainted with. In fact, you have dancing cards and you have to fill them out. You have to. There's a lot of course, gossip and political like situations that happen at these things, and also courtship tends to be like a month-long thing, where in Elven society in this world, the two families will actually get together and live together for a month to see how they mesh, and then after that they go through with the wedding. And in most of the cultures in this area, they do a thing called hand fasting, which is an actual thing. Drake is very familiar, but you essentially, it was a thing that they used to do at the start of courtship, but at this point in time in this world, they kind of do it the same day as the wedding. So it's essential, and she says you'll see, the ceremony and that kind of thing, but it goes, you do the hand fasting, then there typically is, a hunt or a tea party, and then there's the dancing, in celebration of the wedding. So Sienna can explain all of this to you guys.
And you'll definitely want to practice, so I'll teach you the basics. Because if you step on someone's feet, let's just say the impact would not be very good. It would be very disfavorable.
To that, I'll say.
Boom is absolutely fascinated by all of this and is like furiously scribbling notes about every single custom that's mentioned in his notebook. He started a whole new section about elven weddings, and he's trying to like make notes about what the invitation looks like and what it all says and how it's laid out.
DM, quick question. Liz, she is half elven, right?
She is, yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
So she's already
make a history check real fast.
okay. History.
First roll of the night.
Woohoo! And it's so on brand for me. That's a 9 flat.
All right, so you don't fully know. She kept a lot of her story kind of to herself. You do know that she was always torn between adventuring, which she loved to do, and her duty to her family. And you do know, just because you are Elvish, you know that on the letter, that seal that you had broken open, the 3 stars are they were filled in, which means that essentially that family is no longer a part of the royal succession, but you're not entirely sure with your 9 roll what that means in relationship to Liz and her family. So and I think that's all you know. Yes, because you rolled bad.
Yes, I did. It's usually how I start off a game.
Well, I haven't met an elf that doesn't love a cat. I do also speak Elvish. I put that into my character before any of this, so there's that.
That will help you.
Me too.
Speaking Elvish will help, but beware that there are dialects, and certain words can mean different things in the different dialects. So.
Oh my god, Boom is totally gonna speak Elvish. You know, like the difference between colloquial Spanish and the stuff you learn in school. He's totally like the school Elvish, so none of it's gonna make sense.
None of it's gonna make sense.
That's great.
All right, so
also,
go ahead.
We'll probably need to get some formal wear. We can't show up as adventurers. That wouldn't be appropriate.
So you have
I'll polish my armor.
Yep, I have traveler clothes.
So you have the opportunity.
Diana just cringes.
In Whiteport to buy some things if you would like, for the wedding and ceremony. You also know that it'll take you probably 10 days to get to the falls from where you are in Whiteport. Depending on the weather, obviously, but it is pretty nice. It's been a mild spring so far. And so you predict it'll only take you about 10 days, and you have about 10 days to get there. So you can't dawdle.
Fair enough.
So
yeah, I'll just want to buy just a piece of formal wear that Cyanna thinks would apply. Also applying some of my disguise skills to this as well. To give myself an ability to blend in more. I can roll for that if I need to. I don't know.
So
I've never done a disguise skill check.
I put some outfits. They were in a chart. I should have put them in Foundry, but I did not. But there are some costs for just traditional Elvish wedding guest attire. So feel free to pick what you would like. You can describe what you want it to look like. And then yes, I would need maybe like a stealth roll, I guess, because it's a disguise kit.
Yeah, it's a disguise kit. On Foundry it says intelligence check.
Oh. That would work too. I guess because you need to kind of have the knowledge of what you want to look like.
Be smart of how you dress.
Yeah. So that'll work. So I will take either, whichever you would like. Okay, 17. So yeah, pretty good. So you're pretty experienced with your disguise kit and being able to kind of address and mess with your attire in many different ways. So it's pretty easy for you.
Mhm. Nice.
I'm feeling nice and prim and clean and getting the fur slicked back nicely. And um, where's the outfit check?
I will definitely go pick up a traditional kilt.
Nice.
Sounds good.
I should have worn mine today.
Spiffy.
At least one of them.
Very spiffy.
I got married in one. I did.
He also knows about hand fasting because that's what him and my mom did. So that's
Friends
why.
of ours. I have friends who got married. She was in a 50s dress and he was in a kilt in Norway, and they also did hand fasting and the sword walk. So, reenactors. So.
Yep. Love it.
But so Sayana is going to go, and she has some very formal clothes from her work as a sort of watch investigator in the city. She had like a formal uniform. So rather than getting like a full outfit, she's going to purchase a really fancy sort of skirt to go with her more formal jacket and blouse, so that she can be a little bit more practical, because she doesn't really like to be in clothing that would inhibit her too much. So she's going to get a real fancy sort of split skirt that has like this fall of fabric that hides that it's a split skirt. So very gathered in the front and the back. And that'll just be like an elegant complement. And it'll be out of the same pale blue that her military uniform is. And that's what she'll pick up.
All right, sounds good.
Along
So
with some nice dancing slippers, because she knows she's going to need comfortable dancing shoes.
perfect. So I would just mark off about 5 gold for all of that, since it's pretty. You go fancy, since you know that this is a noble gathering.
Yeah.
Azar, do you want to explain your fancy outfit? Describe it.
Elegant outfit is. I just reduced 50. Whoa, the 15 gold. Something's happening with the stream. Oh, you're moving the thing.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, I
never mind.
moved it. Sorry. That
I
was
have
me.
it on my second monitor. And I was like, it expanded. Elegant outfit. I don't know, some sort of like dress robes and some jewelry embroidered to denote the fire background that I have.
Okay,
Very nice.
like it.
I wouldn't know what else to explain. Just fire embroiderment, dress robes.
Sure.
Very nice.
Adam, do you have anything you want to add?
Oh yeah, Boom is gonna definitely try and get some advice from Sayana about what is going to be appropriate at this Elvish wedding, but he's going for the fine Elvish outfit, like the fine, well-shined leather boots, the nice pants, the really fancy tunic with all the embroidery around the edges, and a nice elven brocade cape to wear around. Yeah. So yeah, he wants to look like just some funny-looking elf by the time he gets there.
All right.
She'll definitely guide you in choosing one that will complement you and fit nicely, because one of the most important things about elven garments is that they are tailored properly. So if you're going to go with an elven garment, it needs to fit just so. So she'll definitely help you in that endeavor and explain all the various pieces along the way. So
Sure.
All right. Well, after you guys gather up all of your outfits, you get your gear ready to go. Anything else you guys want to do before you make your way to the falls? A 10-day journey.
only thing Sayana's gonna
Rations.
do. Yeah, we'll need food. But Sayana's gonna summon her steed. She's gonna use her spell to find her steed and mount up on the horse. And for once, much to the party's surprise, you see her actually get up on the horse side saddle. The saddle that she conjures this time is a side saddle, and she rides very primly side saddle on the horse.
Perfect.
Should
I
we
didn't say food. I
buy?
said rations. That means ale.
Should we buy? Horses or like a wagon or something to travel?
I would say you probably already have a wagon just because,
I actually have a
yeah,
cart.
yeah, he has a cart for his ice carving, and you just came from Feet Fest, so I'm assuming most of you have you have a wagon, probably a couple horses,
All right.
so you guys can move at a relatively speedy pace if you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But that leads us to this. I have another AI
These adventures aren't
generated.
going to have themselves.
Ooh, pretty.
I used Bing to AI generate all these things, so
What is it?
That's cool.
Bing has their own
That is the
A.
forest road.
Oh, being.
Yeah, Bing. They have their
That's cool.
own AI generated AI thing. So I typed fantasy forest, and here's what I got.
Pretty.
All the artists that tuned into the stream just closed out the
I know.
window.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm horrible.
It's the convenience.
It is. It was just a convenience because literally I got all this together yesterday and the day before.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I use it too.
Yep. All right. So
Mhm.
you take some winding roads through these spring-clad mountains and valleys, and on the way you cross paths with, various merchants and travelers with bulging backpacks heading to Whiteport. But as you get closer to the falls, you end up leaving that wider merchant road and turn into this forest pathway that's just barely big enough for your cart and your horses. And then one afternoon you suddenly find yourself approaching what looks to be a chestnut horse next to an overturned carriage, and the horse is kind of
no.
freaking out.
Overturned.
What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna
Cyanna's
stop
going
my
to.
ponies and go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go right ahead.
I'm gonna stop
Perception
my
first.
ponies and hop off the cart immediately. Don't
Mhm.
want to bring mine closer to a panicked beast.
Yeah, Cyanna's gonna ride her Fey horse up and hop off, and she's not particularly good with animals, but she's going to try to get hold of the horse's bridle.
Roll me an animal handling check for calming the horse.
It's an 11.
Okay, you try, but she's just not calming down. She's very upset.
I'll walk to the overturned wagon and look to see if there's anyone inside.
Jerry said he was making a perception check, so do that for
Yeah,
me.
I wanna look around while they are focusing on the horse. I wanna look at our surroundings to see if we are not getting ambushed
Good
or
idea.
something.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Rowan, make a investigation check to check the wagon at the same time.
13 on perception.
Okay.
Yeah, I also want to go through kind of the wagon and see if there's any belongings and things that might have fallen through.
Sure.
I'm just looking for injured people.
Make an investigation check for Drobod. Yeah, bad. You guys are bad. All
Very
right.
bad.
All of you suck.
We're having a terrible roll day.
Except for Azor. Azor, you don't see anybody around. You're checking, the forest and surrounding areas. You don't see anybody. Rowan, there's nobody inside the cart. You do see 2 chests in the cart. And Drobad, you do see those too because there are 2 giant chests in there, but that's all you guys really see. As you guys are looking through this, Kirsty, Cyanna, make another animal handling check to see if you can calm this horse or if she rushes off. Okay.
14.
Finally, you do, and you calm her down. And you take a look at her. She's not like injured or anything, but you know, she is next to an overturned cart.
Yeah, with this attempt, what I realize is she's still kind of tangled up in the trusses of the cart, so I kind of pull those free, and then as she's no longer feeling trapped, starts to relax a little bit. So
perfect. Suddenly, and Azor, you catch this as it's happening since you're watching the surrounding area. You do suddenly see one of the bushes near the cart is rustling, and a guy in finely dressed clothing and a purple cloak jumps out, and he says, "Hello, friends. My name is Morgan Lavender. As I am sure you have already concluded, I am a bard." And he extends one of his legs and bows with a flourish. Unfortunately, my companions and I were attacked by a band of goblins. Please, you found me at the best time. I desperately need your help. And he motions into the forest and he says, "The goblins attacked and took everything, including my instruments and possibly some prisoners, and they went that away. Would you be able to help me get my stuff back?"
As
he says that they took his instruments, Boom is just going to remark quietly, "Thank the gods for small favors."
Well,
The
pleasure
direction
to
he
make your
points, are
acquaintance
there
in
any
this
tracks?
troublesome time.
So Rowan, roll for survival to see if you can find any tracks. And then what were you saying, Jerry?
I was just bowing and saying a pleasure to make your acquaintance in these troublesome times.
Cyanna's going to look skeptically at him, having caught that he sounds much more interested in his instrument's well-being than in the potential prisoners that were taken.
That's because he's a
And there's
bard.
2 chests in the carts.
And she's going to go take the horse off to the side and sort of tie it to a tree near a patch of grass.
Sure.
And then she's going to walk over and help Drake search, or Rowan search for the tracks. So
also make an insight check, Cyanna, since you're kind of, questioning his.
Yeah, his motivations sound a little backwards to her. Geez, I'm supposed to be good at this. That's a 10. This is so unbrand for me.
Yeah, nothing really stands out other than what you said. So like, nothing to gain from that.
His priorities are backwards.
Rowan, you do see a bunch of different tracks, and there could be goblin tracks. You don't see any like people tracks in that direction, and as you're looking closer around the different, like around the cart and in that area, you do see like boot tracks of what look to be, slightly larger humanoids, and they seem to kind of scatter away from the cart. It looks like 2 or 3 different sets of footsteps, one of which almost leads you to the bush that your bardic friend was hiding in. The other ones seem to be moving at a fast pace because they're, the footprints are pretty far apart. So you think that some people ran in the opposite direction as to the tracks that your bardic friend point to. If that
Does
helps.
it look like anyone put up a fight? Are there like circles of tracks? I'm looking for signs of a duel, signs of any blood on the ground.
No, you don't see any blood. You don't see any signs of like confrontation. It almost looks like they pretty much, the cart, like just based on your roll, since you rolled pretty high, you get the sense that the cart was overturned and then the people jumped out, and whoever assailed them came after their stuff and they booked it and got out of there. You don't see any hint of anybody who was like a trained guard or anything like that. No
The cart was robbed. The cart was robbed, and there's still 2 chests in it. Sounds a little strange, Bard.
Do you open
What
the
was his
chest?
first name, by the way?
Morgan.
Morgan.
And it appears that some of your companions have actually run a different direction than where you point these goblins came from.
All right, all right.
And why
I'll
would these
admit,
musical goblins not take your chest?
I don't think the goblins took anybody prisoner. I just was hoping that you would help me get my instruments back. I kind of need them for my livelihood. They are very sentimental to me.
How long ago?
Maybe about 30 minutes.
How sentimental.
Very sentimental. It's my livelihood you're talking about. How can I
But
sing?
what of your companions?
Oh, they all ran in different directions. I assume that by now they have found help or have figured it out on their own. I was the only one to hide in these bushes.
About how long have we been on the road? Are we close to the wedding ceremony?
You think at this point you're maybe 2 days out?
Okay. Where were you headed?
I'm actually headed to a wedding in Argentis Falls. I'm the
Oh,
musician there.
if we save the musician,
Well, we could
we
stop
might.
the dancing at least.
Yeah, Cyanna looks at them. If we don't help him, Bliss's wedding will be a laughing stock.
It's
If
like
you
a
have
fatal encounter.
If you have an elvish wedding without music and dancing, it's
Bad omen.
bad
I'll
omen
attempt to
is
track them.
a mild expression for it. Yes, we'd better deal with this.
I grab my heavier weapons out of the cart and tie up my ponies, and I guess I'll attempt to track the goblins.
Sure.
How dense is this forest?
It's not too. You can't take your horse probably through. It would be, you'd hit tree limbs and things like that, but you could still
Right.
probably, walk through it without too. It's not like difficult terrain or anything. So
Okay. Cool.
before we move on, I forgot
Boom is just going to ask Cyanna, how good a friend is this woman again?
She's a dear. She's quite a bit younger than I am. I sort of view her as a bit of a kid sister. We traveled together for many years. She's trouble finds her. This is typical of things involving Liz. Very typical.
Before we
And if
move too far ahead, let's just talk real quick about admiration points. So in this adventure, any NPC, including Morgan that you just met, you can essentially build rapport, which may or may not help you later. So you'll see. You can also lose rapport, so you can go in the negatives with your admiration points. So Kiersey, I gave you the access to. I'm going to pop it on the screen for the stream to see. But so essentially, those are all the potential NPCs you'll be running into that you can build rapport or lose rapport with. So each of you will have your own scores. So if you do certain things, like you talk to them and you get a good conversation going, that could gain you a point. If you help them, you can get another number of points. And this will also come into play later when it comes to dancing, because you can't dance with anybody you don't have any admiration points with. So if you plan on dancing, you better talk and schmooze a little.
Or I can just piss everybody off and I don't have to dance.
Yes, but
that is also
bad
possible.
things could happen as well. So, but yes. So that was just a quick rundown of that. But anyway, so I need Rowan to make one more survival check to see how quickly you find the goblins and follow their trail
Oh,
real fast. And it
Real
is
fast, yeah.
real
Real fast.
fast.
So Cyana's gonna tie her horse
I can
up
smell 'em.
by the cart, and she's just gonna lean into it and say in Elvish, "Keep an eye on him, would you?" And then she's gonna head off because she has a mental communication with the horse that she's summoned. So
Sure. So it takes
then she'll.
only about 20 minutes to find the goblin camp. Here it is. Let me play
I
the
should ask,
things. Go ahead.
are we stealthing?
That is
are we
a
what?
You got a
Are we
dwarf in
stealth?
full plate.
Paladin too.
So yes, but not well.
Oh.
The whole way down.
All right. So I didn't make this map. Just FYI, this actually comes with the adventure. So I just imported it in. But just ahead, as you get closer, you see there is actually a glade where 4 goblins are singing drunkenly and dancing around a bonfire. 2 other goblins are playing discordant music. One is banging energetically like a toddler on a drum, while the other one is playing a lute badly. A female goblin dressed in an ill-fitting gown sits in this big, red, tall armchair, and she's munching on a chicken leg. In her other hand is a wand topped with a glittering star. And I just need to show you this picture because it's in the thing and it just looks this is the woman with the chicken leg and the wand. But so
Oh
that
my
Nice.
I love it.
Oh wow.
yes. So
Just to rib Rowan while we're hearing all this, I'm just gonna kind of elbow him and just say, I didn't know goblins could sing in Dwarvish.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Cyana just kind of looks over and smirks at him. Like, really?
All right. So
That's one pretty goblin.
Mm.
do you
Does
guys
anyone speak their language?
did you guys want to try to
Marga Burgessa.
stealth
Oh,
up
Lord.
or were you guys planning on just hello, I'm here?
I was planning on shouting something.
Okay.
Can I hide before you say something like in behind one of these rocks or?
Sure.
Yeah, you see me start to raise my hand up and you realize I'm going to yell.
I-
So give yourself a second.
I give a drop at my ring and I just literally disappear.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna split up back here.
Okay.
I'll move there, but
Could
I'm not there.
you
Cyana
turn off this dag blasted noise? You're gonna wake up the dead with this crap. And those don't belong to you.
Cyana's gonna just stand next to him with her arms folded and her sword hand underneath her arm, just gently playing with the hilt of her sword as it hangs at her side.
Make either a persuasion or intimidation check, Rowan, against the goblins
we'll go this
here.
way.
Ooh. At least one of us is rolling well.
All right, let's see.
I haven't pulled the hammer out yet. There's no need to intimidate. We'll just try and talk this.
I guess I should roll a stealth check.
You should roll a stealth check. And I'm gonna roll a thing and see.
Oh, that's
You-
nice.
You disappear.
I don't even know where he went.
You disappear from this adventure and hop into a different adventure.
Yeah. Poof.
It's gone. All right, so Blarga stands up from her chair as the music kind of like screeches to a halt in a very horrible, like ear-splitting way, and she points to you and goes, "Me, want that!" And then I need everybody to roll initiative. And she's pointing at your
Want
shiny,
what?
his shiny armor. All right.
And as she
So
says that, Sayana looks over at Rowan. She likes yours, not
There's
mine.
no combat currently.
oh, I just did it. Try again. Where's my music?
So
Okay.
he's obviously not the sharpest log in the fire.
Why isn't it? Oh, that.
A 3.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oops.
Yes, I am so rolling
There we go.
with the DM dice today. They're rolling terribly for
Okay.
me.
Let's do some combat, huh? Combat.
Dun, 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 dun.
You guys can do combat. I rolled a 3. I'll see you in 20 minutes.
I've got a 10, so I'm right there with you.
There's a lot of people.
I'm right beside you with a 10.
Yeah.
There's all mine.
Purebred and Azor will have them cleaned up.
Good lord.
What
it-
was that?
That's all
that
of
was
mine.
just-
That was all the
A
bad
few
guys rolling
20s.
their initiative.
Oh my
I
gosh.
saw a few 20s there.
So
Yeah,
the
I
two
saw some
people,
wolves in there too.
So wait, the two people
Yeah.
in the heavy armor are going very low in the initiative. That's great.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna guess that's
Yep.
a wolf and that's a wolf.
Probably.
all right. So.
Well, warg.
All right. So. Let me turn the music down for me a little. Okay. So. Where's the begin button? All right, Drobad, you are up first. So you see Blarga, this well-dressed goblin, point to your dwarven friend's armor and say, "I want." And the rest of the goblins take up arms. What do you do?
At that point, I am gonna pop out and shoot one of them.
He might have surprise on this.
Yeah.
You can
Wait. Sneak attack? No.
No way. You think?
With a 27 to hide, I think he might.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm gonna shoot one of the wargs first.
Okay.
Mm.
If you hover over them and hit T, you can target.
Hit C.
T.
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 T of target.
T. Target.
Yeah.
And then, so this doesn't count as surprise, because it's not a surprise round. But I do get advantage on anyone who hasn't had a turn this combat.
Mhm.
Jesus. All right. But because
Okay.
you have advantage, then it is sneak attack.
And it
Mhm.
does activate sneak attack as well. Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Which is cool
Um,
rogue stuff.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Does. That's a
Oh,
7.
It's okay.
But it hit.
And then let's do that again. Oh, that's even worse.
Still hit it though.
Okay. So what was the first 11?
Wait, you have 2 attacks?
He had advantage.
No. It was advantage.
Oh,
It's okay.
So the first one hits, and I just have to roll another D8 to add to that damage.
Sure.
I think it auto applied.
Oh wait, no, that's
both.
on.
I think it auto applied the second attack roll as well though. For
It did. I'm going
damage.
off the 11. For some reason, I was reading critical, but that's not what happened. And then sneak attack. Here we go. So 11 plus 9, 20 damage.
Nice.
That is a very nice start.
Yes, it is.
All right. Let's make sure it did it right. 20 damage.
I think if you hold shift when you do the roll, it does the advantage, and if you hold control, it does disadvantage.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you don't
okay.
have to roll twice.
Okay, I'll try that next time.
I think it did it. Yes.
I
it
think
did.
No, the
even
problem
activated
the
two
problem
at the
is
bottom.
because he did 2 attacks.
No, I mean,
it
sorry.
applied damage twice.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, I had to
Oh,
delete
okay.
one, and then it was fine. Everything's good.
Okay.
It's fine. So, from around a rock, 2 crossbow bolts. Is it 2 or just 1? I guess it's just 1.
Just one. Just one.
Yeah.
It just made
One-
really good contact.
One really bright and shiny crossbow bolt flies through the air and smacks this warg in the shoulder. And that's your first attack. He's still standing, but he is now limping forward as he tries to head in your friend's direction.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to then hide again.
Sure?
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
There. And then Azor and I are gonna move over this way to this rock. So that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay.
And
You took him with you?
he is in the ring.
I am inside a ring that he's carrying.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So the goblins don't even know I'm there.
Nope.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
All right, and that ends your
That's
turn.
my turn.
Alrighty. So that brings us to Blarga. Hold on. She's fancy. See, she's got fancy things, and I need to remember what she has. So first, she's going to cast Mage Armor on herself.
Counterspell.
Counterspell?
Ooh.
Okay.
All I was waiting for was to hear you say the word cast, and it was going to be counterspell no matter what you said.
So that doesn't happen. Wait, let me take it off.
Oh my gosh.
Boom.
Literally.
There
It's
we
like,
go.
boom, counterspell.
All these aren't.
Boom
on
is in the
me.
building.
Okay.
That's what you get for giving me a 3 initiative.
I didn't give you anything. Alright, that's good, I guess. So she's gonna move though. She doesn't really like to be close. She wants her minions to do her work for her. So she's gonna back up 5, 10, 15, 20. Next to this big pupper. And I think that'll be her turn. Next is this goblin guy. He drops the loot on the ground and turns towards you guys. He probably doesn't see Drobad, but I'll roll a perception. Oh! That's still not enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even with the natural 20?
No, because he had a 23.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
natural's
Yeah.
not an automatic success
Yeah.
unless it's an attack.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
So he doesn't see you, so he's gonna go after the shiny one that his boss lady said to go after. So 5, 10. Wait, how do I do this? Nope. Sorry.
All right, we'll look at that then.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is as close as he can get. So
Great.
I'll just smack the
close
closest
enough.
thing. So we're gonna smack you, Cyanna. Because you're close enough.
All right.
With a something. A scimitar. Okay, we're not, but he does try.
Nope. He tries.
She deflects
She
it
just
well.
kind of like lifts one of her arms and it clangs off of her bracers. So,
He had to run
Plate
too
armor.
much. He was out of breath and couldn't swing good enough.
It's just kind of like, ugh,
All right.
really.
that brings us to this wounded warg. So he starts limping. He probably doesn't. Let's roll perception. Oh wait, he has. Nope. No, doesn't see Drebad who hit him, so he's just gonna go after the shiny one. That's you, Rowan.
I'm standing next to the wrong people.
Yes, you are. We're very shiny.
Once I take a step forward, just step behind me.
Right.
It's gonna try to bite you,
I have
Rowan.
to wait for a while. Oh, did it just miss me?
It did.
Not good, because I'm gonna expend a dice to repulse that.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, nice.
Do it.
So he gets a little hammer strike. Oh, I gotta check the target, right? So
T
hover
to
over
target.
it and T.
Yep.
Yep, got it. Give him a little hammer hit. And
Oh,
he
no.
gets
Oh,
wow.
no.
Yikes.
Well,
You try, but it's limping, and so you can't actually predict its movements as well as you normally can. So you end up just kind of giving it a little haircut over its head. All right,
Little one.
just a little one.
damn.
All right, this goblin stops dancing and comes rushing over to get the shiny armor. So attacking you with a scimitar.
Oh.
Misses. Wow, these guys are great. Alright. It's gonna do a bonus action to... Let's see, it was right here. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's gonna disengage and then back up 15 feet. And that'll be his turn. That leads us to Azor in your very comfy ring. What do you do?
I need to use my bonus action to get out of the ring,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to attack these two
Uh-huh.
goblins. Hold on. Spells. Where is my spell? Eldritch Blast.
Oof.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
And-
I have
wow.
a thing that pushes them 10 feet on the direction that I attacked,
Oh, it doesn't matter.
and they get. Oh, did I
They
kill them
dead.
or what?
Yeah, they dead.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to reduce
His body
movement and
goes.
stuff.
Yeah, his body moves 10 feet.
And then he's dead, so it rolls.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, so they roll
Nice.
up and fling back into
Oh, that
almost.
animation was a little late.
Alright.
I'll stay there. That's my turn.
Okay. That guy's dead. This guy. He was dancing and he's like in mid dance moves when he turns around and comes rushing towards the shiny guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can't quite make it, so he's going to just stay here. And, well, actually, he doesn't have to get so close. We're going to stay back here, and he's going to use his short bow to attack you, Rowan. You got...
Of course.
Yeah, you're the shiny one. That's a 23 to hit, so I don't think I was targeting. My bad. Yelling at you guys to target, but then I didn't target. There you go. So that's 4
I actually
piercing.
took some damage on that.
Yep. And then he will stay here. And that's that guy's turn. This guy's gonna turn around. Oh. And do the same thing. Smack you, well, shoot an arrow at you with his short bow. Oh, but you're ready for the second one, so you kind of just deflect it off of your armor and kind of grin. And that's that guy. Now we have Big Pupper.
I like it when they call me Big Pupper.
It watched its two goblin friends fall and tumble towards him, so he's gonna come towards you, Azor. Oops. How much movement? 50. Yep.
Yeah, they got some movement on them.
15. There we go. Woo! And he's gonna bite you. Oof, it hits. And you have to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. So he grabs onto your arm and starts shaking.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I be prone.
You are prone.
Oh no.
So, is this prone? That looks like prone. Sure.
It is.
Aha. Alright, that is
Got
Pepper's turn. Who's next? Rowan, finally your turn. You've been hit and shot at. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna return the favor.
Very
to that
nice.
wolf that's sitting beside me.
Yep, and very quickly you knock it out. So it falls dead.
Awesome.
So I'm going to use some of my movement. Is that guy? That's one right there, right?
Yeah, right
With
here.
a bow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No, he had a sword.
So I'll take 15.
This guy here
All right,
and this
take
guy
15
here.
feet. Yep. Take 15 feet of my movement to run up and warhammer him.
Sure.
Nice.
Oh, so you...
Is he?
No, he is not still standing, so you cleave right through him. And he
I've
is-
got 10 more feet of movement.
Okay.
So 1, 2. I will now action surge to get a new action.
Sure.
Going to use the ability here. At which point I'm going to whack this guy.
Sounds good.
Yes, you did.
And he means that in like the most mafia way ever. He's gonna whack this guy.
Yep.
I'm so glad you're rolling well.
And
Is he still there?
he is not.
Was a 26
5.
hit.
10 more feet of my movement. Use my second attack on the other one.
Fighters.
Oh my goodness. And yep,
Holy.
just so you know, they have less than 10 hit points. So
5,
They're goblins.
10,
yeah, they're goblins.
15. I'll finish off my movement there.
All right. Laga's
You want my
Larga
armor?
just sees
I'll
death
bring it to
coming
you,
straight
bitch.
at her.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Diana, you watch your friend just go charging through, slicing and dicing Goblin as he goes through the field. What do you do?
Watch with admiration for the first part. Just wow. Forgot how good he was at that. And then she is going to step forward and take a swing at the goblin that's currently menacing her and Boom.
Sure.
No, I'm gonna miss.
Oh, man.
no.
Oh, man.
This is a day for me.
Oh, man.
Takes a swing and almost hits Boom in the process.
Yeah, Boom, you actually have to
Little
kind of sidestep so you don't get
Right.
stabbed as your friend who's too busy watching your dwarven companion just run through and slash all of these other goblins down. She's so distracted she almost hits you.
Sorry.
I don't even look like a goblin.
And yeah, that's gonna be her turn. She doesn't have extra attacks, so or does she? Wait,
Does she?
I'm a paladin.
At
now.
5th
Do I
level? Paladin 5th
Yeah, I
level.
think you get extra attack. Yeah.
Oh, I do. Okay, so she's gonna take another swing. See if this one goes any better. Sorry, new class. Nope, misses, but
Wow.
not as badly. So
Yep.
it's terrible.
She
It's
does
typical
get
for me though.
a
So
little bit closer to hitting the goblin and a little farther away from hitting you, Boom, but it's still iffy. You're not sure whose side she's on at this point.
Right?
I thought I was leaving you some protection, lad. Maybe
She
not.
led us into a trap.
All right, Boom, it is your
oh
turn.
god.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with booming blade. Only I guess in this case it's gonna be booming stick because all I have is a quarterstaff.
Nice.
And we'll see how this works out. Nope.
Nope. The goblin
I'm almost as good as a fighter as the paladin is.
Right.
This goblin, by the way, in front of you, you see is dressed in like noble attire. It almost looks possibly elven. But you know, it's kind of dirty at this point, and he's just laughing at both of you and pointing his finger as you both poorly miss this goblin. Okay, anything
Well,
else?
my first plan was to step over the corpse of the goblin that I knew the paladin was about to kill and run up there and do some stuff to Blarga, but it didn't go that way.
It did not.
Apologies. The dice do not like me today.
Right?
Well,
Oh, man.
that guy
Perhaps
is.
I ought to be superstitious and change them.
That brings us back to the top of the round. So, Drobad, you watch your dwarven friend murder a whole bunch of goblins, and then your other two friends completely miss and whiff it on another one. So, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm just impressed by the dancing goblin down there that dodge all the attacks. So I'm not within range of the ward, correct? I can step away.
Yes, you can step away.
Okay, so I'm gonna step into these like tree bushes areas right here.
Uh-huh.
And since I'm still hidden, I'm gonna attack the ward.
Yep. He did not see you. He didn't know you were there, so.
Wouldn't matter. He's engaged with the
Oh, yeah,
with,
that too.
uh,
Yeah.
Agor, so he's still gonna get sneak attack on him.
Yep.
So we said shift for
Advantage.
For advantage, yes.
Advantage.
Just hold shift and click the ability.
Or not.
It didn't work. That's weird.
it didn't work. 19 hits. Let me just roll a d20 then, so it doesn't.
Sure.
D20.
There's
You
some
can
at the.
just add 8. D20 plus 8.
He's just seeing if he gets crit, otherwise it's just a hit.
At that point, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Perfect.
6 damage there, and then sneak.
Here comes the big one.
Oof.
Oh,
Kind of
so
weak on the backside
8
of those
more.
two.
I don't think I targeted him or not.
You did. It's good.
Oh, okay.
It worked. Yep, so you kind of get him in the tushy, so now he's got a little crossbow bolt sticking out of his bum, and he kind of whimpers, but he's still standing.
So that was a few feet. I guess I'm gonna keep hiding, and I'll just move a little bit further up as well. But let me hide.
Yep, so roll stealth again.
Oh, that's a survival check.
That one doesn't count.
Good roll though.
Well, it doesn't
It's still
count.
at 20.
Yeah, it's still a
It's still a
20 though.
D20. You gotta
Yeah.
There we go. 21.
Whatever. You're hidden. It's fine.
Oh.
They're engaged.
It would have been a straight 30 for
Yeah.
stealth.
It would have been crazy. All right.
Oh.
So that's your turn. Now Blarga's turn. All right. What you got?
I brought you your pretty armor.
Counterspell. No.
Problem is, I'm still wearing it.
Hold on. She's got so many things.
I mean, at this point, the way this is going, you can kind of just pick one because that's all she's gonna get to do anyway.
Yeah, but you don't know. You don't
I've got a plan. She's got to live one round. I have a plan.
She's gonna look at you, Rowan, and she's gonna cast Suggestion. And
Ooh.
I need you to. Oh, not the goblin. Whoops. I'm targeting the wrong person. I need you to roll
That's all right.
a wisdom saving throw.
Where is that?
I might be able to target you.
You
Ooh.
pass.
Wow.
All right, you made it.
You were saying?
Good roll.
So you feel like a wave of like magic surge over you and like try to almost pierce your thoughts, and you kind of just shrug it off and growl at her.
But what was the suggestion? What did she say was the suggestion?
The suggestion was going to be take it off.
Straight down.
I plan to, but that be your head.
All right, so that's that. He's not concentrating because it didn't go through. You would have also made it with advantage, I think, right? Or no, that's a different one. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's her turn. Now, Goblin. Oh, well, she probably will back up too. Sorry. She would probably get a little further away from you. 5, 10, 15. And kind of hide behind the tent over here. Alright. This goblin, who's been laughing at you two as you attempt to hit him, is gonna hit Boom here with his
Of course he is.
Probably.
scimitar.
Of course he's going after Boom.
There we go.
Do I have anything?
Did it not
I
count?
can use counter spell as a reaction.
I don't think for a scimitar you can do
Oh.
that.
No, it actually gave me the option to cast shield too, but
Oh,
then that
okay,
went
gotcha.
away. So
Mm.
yeah,
Did you
I don't
want to
think
cast?
shield would help too much.
Okay.
No.
All right. So yeah,
Why does it think I need to make a con save?
He slices at you, and then he's not really worried about you two since you kept missing, so he's just gonna stay here, and he's kind of still giggling a little. Those two are dead. So
Is he dressed different than the other ones?
no, they're all kind of dressed in. It looks like stolen elven
Red-
clothes, but it's like
Okay, all right. I was curious, so maybe he was different.
no, they're all except Blarga is in that bright pink dress. The rest of them, it's like trousers and like fancy, but not like her dress.
Mm.
She's the queen, obviously. Okay, so Azur, you're up. You've got a warg in front of you. What do you do?
How damaged is he? Is this pupper? Does he look like bloodied or still like very
He's pretty healthy. He's hurt
pretty
for
healthy?
sure, but he's not too bad.
All right, so I'm gonna have to target it. I guess I'll hex him first,
Ooh.
Okay.
and then I'll do one Eldritch Blast. That
And-
misses. Second Eldritch Blast.
There you
Right,
go.
that's a hit. I guess if we add 1 damage to that because of the hex,
Yep.
you rolled a
Yeah.
1. I don't know if it
Alright.
was automatic.
It
Did it
didn't.
add the 1 already or not?
It didn't look like it, so I added it.
Okay.
I was watching. Okay, so yeah.
I push him back 10 feet because I hit him. His
Ooh.
speed is reduced by 10 also, and then I stand up.
Sounds good. All right.
Awesome.
And now this warg is looking very bloodied. He's barely hanging on as you push him away with your Eldritch Blast. All right.
Alright. That be it.
All right. Those goblins are all dead. Now it's Pupper's turn. Pupper didn't like what you did to him, so he's coming back. And he's gonna bite you. Da-da. It hits. And you need to roll a strength saving throw or be knocked prone again.
Yeah. I did it.
You did it.
Yay.
You are not prone. All right.
Does it ask me to roll gun? Do I have like? Hold on. Con save.
Oh, because you're concentrating. What do you?
Yeah, yeah.
On the hex. That's right. Yep, you
Hex.
succeed. All right. That's his turn. Rowan, it's your turn.
I stride forward.
Okay.
So she's standing there. She's still got that wand and the chicken wing.
Yeah. She didn't drop her chicken wing. Are you serious? That's good meat.
Oh my gosh.
She
The
about
swing
to.
doesn't hit.
Hold on.
Mm.
Hold on. Things are
Sorry.
happening.
Oh,
I forgot
oh,
something
okay,
quick.
okay.
You
Mhm.
try to attack and you miss, but because you attempt to attack her, she raises the wand and with a flick, a whole bunch of red, angry-looking boils just grow on your face and your arms, and they're kind of painful. And I need you to roll a d6. Or no, I roll a d6.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hey, sorry, I forgot something. Can I quick do it?
What?
Yikes!
Oh no.
That's not good.
Oh, good job.
So you instantly fall unconscious and hit the ground.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I don't instantly fall unconscious.
Do you have something?
Do I?
Why?
The condition takes effect at the end of the target's turn.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Oh
So
my.
at the end of your turn. So you're starting to feel a little woozy almost.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So then we continue with.
Yes.
All right. So I feel her hit a pox on me. I'm going to go ahead and swing a second time at her. Man, I can't roll now. Obviously don't
no.
You're still didn't hit. So
Um,
you're feeling woozy. So I think maybe that's
Yep.
contributing to your poor rolls, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Oh no.
Okay.
That will end my turn, and I will fall unconscious. You
Yeah.
see me drop.
And as he drops, some of those boils kind of burst, and a foul, stinky green pus comes out. And it's real
Ooh.
gross.
Yeah, gross.
All right.
Okay.
So that is his turn. Sienna, it's your turn.
So seeing my friend this within range 30 feet. Oh, she's beyond that. Okay. So I'm gonna try to get rid of this guy in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just saw my friend fall, and that's not good. So, see if they hit this time. Aha! Finally! Hit him! He's dead! Okay.
You hit him. He's not dead.
Yeah, not dead.
But he is hurt. Very, very
Yes,
hurt.
finally hit him! He's going down. Alright, try it again.
Hit him again.
Yeah! Finally! The paladin hit something!
Yep, and you cleave right through his very fancy chemise, and he falls over dead.
Okay. So now I'm going to go. Let's see. I have feet of movement, so I can get here on this turn. And she's just going to start booking it towards Rowan, who just fell unconscious on the ground.
Yep.
And that's going to end her turn because I do not think I have any bonus actions I can do that far away that will help. No.
All right.
Actually, as she's going to say a quick prayer, and divine radiant light will just kind of swell from her, and there's sort of a silver flash that comes around all of her armor, and she's casting divine favor.
Okay.
So until she loses concentration, she gets an extra d4
Sounds good.
to all of her attacks. So, and that'll deal radiant damage.
Perfect. All right. Boom. You're up.
All right. Seeing that she is going to go try and handle Belarga, I'm gonna rush over here to try and assist Azor to try and get him back into the fight with Belarga, and hope that Drobad knows he can go help with Belarga. We got the wolf, or the ward.
Okay.
If nothing else, maybe I'll be a good distraction. And I will try to booming blade or booming stick this guy as well. Miserably.
Moving stick.
Well, if
And that is all I got.
No.
and kind of just like hits the dog's
You're
tail.
right one.
And,
Does the ward have 3 hit points or less?
Probably.
Because if he
maybe.
does, he should be dead because I forgot to do my crispy damage.
Oh.
You're what?
Too late now.
No, I said that I forgot, but it was in someone else's turn.
Oh
Well,
no.
Crispy damage.
you'll have to remember it for next time, because Boom moved and everything at this point to hit him. So.
No. I said
we're
that
good.
when it was Draco's turn.
Well, we already moved forward, so we're gonna have to just keep going. All right. Wait a second. This guy was dead, right? Yes. Okay. There's too many people on this bar. I can't see. So Drobad, it's your turn.
All right.
I might start deleting.
I yell over at Boo. You sure you got him? I hate dogs.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, you do kind of have a thing.
I'm gonna trust him.
She'd be like, not really.
I'm gonna have some faith in him and use my feline agility to move just past 30 feet, and I'm still hidden.
Yep.
So we're going 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and then I'll move an extra 15 feet just to get a clean shot at Belarga. And so since she can't see me, or I guess she would have to really rely on passive perception.
Yes.
I should be safe for an attack.
Yes.
Because that was terrifying
passive-
to watch Rowan just drop.
Her passive perception is 9, so I don't think she sees you.
Okay.
she's got a serious armor class.
I
That
didn't target her, but
That's okay.
I rolled 16 and I was supposed to roll with advantage. So I'll just not target her again. Okay.
There we go.
So I do 10 damage to her.
Okay.
Plus, and then let me target her for the sneak attack. Sorry.
You're good. Let me subtract that
sneak
10.
attack. Oh,
Woo.
9 points to her, and then I guess her concentration is.
Well, she wasn't concentrating on anything.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I think
I
that
thought
that
I
was
did
for
a double dip.
suggestion. Yeah, I think that was for suggestion. Let me delete it.
Yeah, it thinks I'm concentrating on booming blade, so something's just
Yeah.
weird with it.
But she is going to use her. Well, no, she can't. It's not her turn yet, so she can't use her reaction. So
Mm.
that's
She already
okay.
used it, right?
Yep, she
What?
used it on you.
Feline
Oh.
agility isn't. I have that. I just can't use it again until I move 0 feet. And
Correct.
then that is not a bonus action, so I will hide again.
Sounds good.
Oh, not well though.
Yeah, it was your worst one yet. Maybe they have a
This-
chance to see you.
This bush is not anywhere
Hey,
near as big
it.
as I make it seem. As I try to crouch beneath it, and my tail is still like sticking out very obviously, and it's like a bright green against my black, almost bluish tail, so it doesn't blend in at all.
No,
I like
doesn't
it.
work.
Switch.
All right.
Yes.
Let's see.
And that's my turn. Yeah.
Sure. Now it's Blarga's turn. Hold on. Reading all her stuff. She's got stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff.
Got all this stuff.
Bad guys have to have the stuff.
That's what I heard.
Let's see if she can see Drobad. Cause you hit him or hit her. Nope.
Oh,
Answer
I
is
got
nope.
scared. The tail tucked at the right moment.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's see. Oh no. Okay. Sorry. So she lifts up her wand and she points at you, Sienna, and she just goes abracadabra and polymorphs you
Oh god.
into a rat, a small rat.
Not necessarily.
And
I am now a rat.
yes, and that.
Wow, there's not even like a resistance to that or anything. Jeez.
No, it's polymorph. I just
Or a
am a
saving
rat.
check.
Yep.
Golly.
No, are you willing? If you're not willing, you get a wisdom saving throw.
You get a wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, there
Yep.
it is.
Yeah,
Did it
Ooh.
drop it in the?
Okay.
No, it didn't. It didn't drop like the DC or anything.
I know.
but I can-
I can tell you in a second. Here it is.
Alright. I will throw your wisdom save though. Time?
It's 12 is the DC.
It's a
Ooh.
14.
Wow.
All right.
Good thing you're a pally.
Yep.
Yeah, right?
So you
Hidden.
you did not turn into a rat. You did feel like you were starting to grow a tail for a second there, and you were like, "What?" And you look, and it was nothing. You're just your imagination, surely.
Felt like I was getting a couple whiskers and my nose was getting a little twitchy. Just a sneeze coming on.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, that leaves us to Azor.
Let's see. I shall Eldritch Blast him again.
Finally, he's down. With a whimper, he falls.
Woohoo!
So you
Fine.
did.
Alright, I guess I use half my movement to stand up and
Good dog.
then I target the other goblin
Yep.
for the remain Eldritch Blast
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that I hit. I don't think so.
no. No,
No.
she's
Uh-oh.
very.
You
Uh-oh.
did hit.
Wait a minute.
You did hit. But as a reaction, she hits you with pox, and
Well,
all over your skin, just boils start forming. And
but I did hit.
you did hit, and it
Mhm.
did
Yeah.
you
Then-
7.
If you
then-
scroll up, you'll see the damage. Yeah.
Then let me do the extra crispy damage.
All right. That, yeah, that added it.
Just
All
heard
right.
your cat cheer you on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's still up though, so
Okay.
your mind is filled with confusing thoughts. Just so many, like some of them in different languages, some of it like singing. But now you have disadvantage on all your saving throws.
Oh.
Okay.
And anything else on your turn?
I can't move the hex till the next turn, so that'd be it.
Mm.
All right,
Okay.
Rowan, you're unconscious. Nothing happened.
I am unconscious. Yes.
Cyanna.
Oh, boy.
Luckily, pox is a disease. So.
Yeah, well, that's what we're getting to. So Cyanna's gonna run up, and she's going to step just to the side of Rowan.
Mhm.
And as she's passing by, she's going to reach down, and a pool of her silver light gathers on her palm, and she's going to touch it to his back. And she's going to put 5 hit points into him using her lay on hands to cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting him.
Perfect.
Because if I'm reading that pox right, that will work.
Yes, it will.
So
Rowan,
she's going to
you
reach out and fill him with her light.
you feel the warmth of this.
I don't get to.
And you do end up waking up. You're no longer covered in pox, and you are prone though, as you fell.
And she's going to stand back up, long sword drawn and shield in front. Nobody diseases my friends. And just narrow her eyes at the goblin. And that's her turn. There's nothing else she can do right now.
All right,
Oh, yeah,
Boom.
that's an action. You're right. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to run up here and unleash a Melf's acid arrow. At Blarga.
Ooh.
All right.
This seems like it might be a fun
Oh,
spell.
I could
We'll
have done
see.
that. That would have been cool.
Well, maybe. There we go.
I think
Damn.
that'll hit.
We
I'm
rolled
gonna guess
bad
that
against
didn't
her.
hit.
Maybe? I don't know.
On a hit,
Okay.
she takes 44.
Oh no, it did it.
It did.
Oh,
Just
13
delayed.
did hit.
Yes.
Yeah. With 13
And then
acid
at the
damage.
end of her next turn, she takes another 2d4 acid damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, she falls.
If she's still here.
Yeah, she's not. So that acid arrow splashes over her, and you just see like her skin start melting and bubbling, almost like those boils on your other friend Azor. And that
Nice.
will be the end of our combat. Yay! You did it.
Woohoo!
For using a magic arrow, I want to give Boom the inspiration for this round.
Oh, thanks.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I was
guess-
actually planning to give inspiration to Draco as well for bringing her the armor that she so desperately wanted. I thought that was a very dwarvish thing to do.
All right.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes, it was.
This is good.
It
Alright.
was so awesome. So as she falls, Cyanna's gonna sheath her sword and move over to Azor, who is, I'm assuming, still covered in boils.
Yep.
And she's just going to reach out a hand and pat him on the shoulder. It's all right. And that silver light is going to glow out of her palm, and the boils will all disappear as he's kind of sheathed in that silver light for a moment. So
Thank you so much, sister.
comes in handy sometimes.
I feel
And-
so much better.
All right.
Yeah, disease. Not a good one.
Well, what did they take? We gotta look around here and see what all they took. What kind
Have
of
to find
shinies we got.
the instruments from our friend.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who would like to make a either investigation, perception, your choice? Tell me how you're doing it, what you're looking at.
Do an investigation check, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
gonna hunt
say,
around.
take
I'm
this.
specifically hunting around for the bard's instruments, but I'm also going to be looking for anything of note that might, catch my eye. Obviously, I'm looking for loot. Who are we kidding?
I'd
It's
like
D&D.
to help you with that. I was also going to do an investigation check, so I'll give you advantage.
Perfect.
Is
Oh,
the chicken wing still there in her hands?
It's now on the ground. But
I pick it up and eat it.
Okay. Sure. It's not.
that didn't do right. That actually rolled with disadvantage, so that was.
Oh.
It took the wrong roll.
Let's see.
So it should have been a
17. It should have been.
Yeah.
Plus.
I rolled a 5 with my plus up, so yeah, it's actually a 24.
Okay.
Wow.
Because I rolled a 5 and a 17,
Yeah.
and that was before my bonus.
Nice.
The chicken.
Whatever it is, I found it.
The chicken rolling, it's okay. It's not the best chicken you've had, but in the wilderness, pretty
eat
good
it.
chicken.
I gotta grab a fork.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll that.
No worries. Okay, so for your investigation, you start looking around. You do find, there's a loot on the ground, but it looks like it's missing strings. You find a drum, but it's like, it looks not well taken care of, so you kind of doubt that that's one of the bard's instruments, just based on the way that it looks, but you don't know, so you pick that up too. Inside the hut, you find this hut here. You find a large chest. Inside the chest, you find 7 gold pieces, 143 silver pieces, 286 copper pieces, a pair of silver earrings worth 10 gold pieces, a bottle of wine worth 15 copper pieces. You find 6 different elegant dresses of various shades and quality, 2 pairs of court shoes, and a worthless looking shiny bauble, some sort of weird looking glass trinket. You also find a fiddle harp in a leather case that Morgan mentioned before was one of his stolen instruments, so you know that this one is his.
Okay. It was a what kind of harp?
A fiddle harp.
Okay. And then what was the value on those earrings you mentioned? I don't think I typed that down right.
10 gold.
And okay, I did get it. Cool.
So
well, we found the bard's. We found the bard's instrument, I think.
Have they been hitting multiple guests to the weddings? Because it sounds like a lot of wedding attire, and
that's what it's looking like.
Way.
Yep.
It definitely seems so.
Either that, or there's been a lot of elven weddings lately.
These are definitely the sorts of clothes you would wear to an elvish wedding. So.
Now that we never asked. Maybe they were invited and they were getting ready.
Oh.
They were practicing their dance move.
Right?
Getting ready.
I suspect if they were going to show up at Liz's wedding, it wouldn't have been invited. It's rare
I'd like
to invite
investigate
goblins.
all these creates on the other side.
Sure. Roll investigation.
Seven.
You don't really find anything too crazy. It's mostly just like empty bottles. You find some like bones from whatever they've been eating. Nothing really stands out to you. All right. Anybody doing anything else before you head back to your horses?
Do we want to keep that chest or just the contents?
Just the contents.
I mean, it's
That
probably
wand she
easier
was
to carry
wielding-
it in a chest if we're
I
taking
mean, I
everything.
can just take it in my ring, and it's totally fine.
Ah, there we go.
That wand she was wielding, I believe Azor. Wouldn't you like to take a look at that?
Maybe, yeah. Did we check her body?
No?
That's
Would
a
you
good
like
point.
to?
She does have some fancy stuff on her.
I guess we can try.
Mm-hmm.
Is it investigation again on her?
Yes. Yeah. It would be a different check.
I'd like to guidance myself.
Sure.
All right, this plus 1d4. Oh.
So 8.
Well,
Oh no!
So you're.
You can't find the
that's-
wand
that's
anywhere.
You
Yeah.
do find the
It
wand.
disappeared.
The problem
Yeah.
is the wand is snapped in half. So it's not going
Aw.
to do anything for you.
Wah, wah.
Drat. Oh, drat. Right.
I just know every time she pointed that thing at me, it was I could feel something edging into my mind.
Right.
Probably for the best. All right. Shall we head back? We've still got a few days travel.
Did we, sorry, I didn't pay attention. Did we find the instruments?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay.
I found the harp.
Okay. Perfect.
Harp and Cyanna's gonna take up that what was it, a lute that was missing some strings? That might
Yep.
be one of his instruments as well.
And there was
And
a.
the busted drum.
It's a drum, yeah. It does look like busted. But,
Yeah.
you know. So you guys make your way back through the forest and make it back to where your horses are. Takes about another 15 minutes to get there. Not too long. And Morgan's waiting there next to your fey horse, and he's like singing to it. It's a very beautiful song, but it also seems like he's kind of making up the lyrics, like as he goes, kind of like singing about how beautiful the sky is right now and how there's people coming to him from it in the middle of the forest, and he's just kind of singing what he sees. And then as you guys approach, what would you like to do?
Cyanna's going to telepathically communicate with her horse.
Okay.
Has he been doing that the entire time? Been
And-
gone.
And you hear an exasperated sigh of yes. Yes, he has.
I'm so sorry. I'll make sure to send you back to the Fey realm next time if I have to leave you with a bard. All right. And she'll just walk up and say, "It's missing some strings,
Oh, that's not
but
mine.
we did recover the loot. Not yours. Okay."
That's not mine. Do you see the quality of this wood? Do you really think I would play on that thing? And he kind of just like, he doesn't even want to touch it. He's like, hands up, like, I am not touching that. That drum, too. Is that even a drum?
Yeah, trailing in behind her, I'll hold up the leather case and just, is this what you were looking for?
My baby! And he like rushes towards you and like tries to grab it from your hands. He's just started petting
Oh, I'm gonna let
the-
him take it. He doesn't have to try. Like, here you go.
Okay. He opens it up. He like looks and makes sure that everything's, you know, in a good condition. Then he closes the case up and he kisses it and then holds it really close. For helping Morgan, everybody receives 1 admiration point. So put that
Okay.
under Morgan's thing. So you each get 1. I'll show it
Alright.
up here.
That's added.
All right. Perfect. And
Looking funny, but-
yes.
It didn't center.
No, it didn't center. I don't know why.
I don't know why. I had a hard time making
Oh.
them center too, so it's fine. We'll wing it. It's good. Okay. So that's it. So
We
we're
probably want to
about.
put
The
a
wagon-
+1 because we could have -1
Oh,
at
yes.
some point. So.
You could.
Good point. I will. Aha! There's the centering thing. I found that, so I will fix that, and then I will fix the other
Oh,
stuff.
and GM requested time warning. It's
I was
quarter
gonna
to
say.
2. I know you wanted to take a break. So.
Yeah, so I think this is probably a perfect point to pause. You've helped retrieve instruments, and you have 2 more days to make it to the wedding. So we'll take a quick 15-minute break, be back here at around 2 o'clock-ish, and
Awesome.
we'll see everybody in a bit.
All right.
See you in a moment.
See ya.
All right.
All right. So we resume. Welcome back. So you guys were just made it back with Morgan's insurance. He's petting it like a cat or a dog and holding it very close. And you know that it'll be about 2 days left to reach your destination. So, is there anything you guys want to do before you set off? And anything you want to do on the way to the wedding?
Can
Morgan,
we flip the wagon?
I
Oh,
should
go
add,
ahead,
Morgan is
Morgan.
going to ask to accompany you because he feels like it will be a little bit safer if you travel in a group.
Right.
So
That's
can
fine.
we flip the wagon back on its wheels and get it back working?
Sure, I need 2 people to roll strength checks as you both try
Well,
to right the wagon.
I'll
I'll be
be.
glad.
Oh, -1 on
Strength or
that, so
athletics?
I'll let you guys manage.
Boom
I'll
is
do
gonna be
that too.
behind
Everyone
somebody,
athletics.
like putting his hand on their back, like he's helping.
I'll just
Yeah.
bring some pom-poms and be like, hey, you can do it, you can do it.
All right, I guess that's that's Sayana and Rowan then.
Strength
So
or
just a check?
athletics?
You could do either strength or athletics, whichever you, if you're
All right.
proficient, great. Do
Well-
it.
Why did it roll twice? I have no idea. Either way, I
You
did
had
terribly.
advantage on?
You
No, I shouldn't have. But
Maybe it's a light wagon.
maybe.
Well, so
Weird.
Sayana, you do try, but for some reason your foot like gets caught on like a root or something, and you kind of fall a little bit. But luckily, Rowan's got it, so he didn't really
Yeah.
need you, and he rights the wagon. So you guys can very easily like hitch your horses to it, or that one horse that was left, and in the process. You do flip open the 2 chests that were in the wagon.
Mm.
And
Ruh-roh.
let me see. It had
Roll
a-
initiative.
No.
They're
They're mimics.
mimics. Oh no.
The whole wagon was a mimic.
That would be
Exactly.
crazy.
And that's better than that outhouse mimic cartoon.
Oh, that's
no. It's so horrifying.
All that you can see that tumbles out is like a few clothes, and like empty pouches. They look like it's already been ransacked, but that's what you see tumble out of it.
But somebody put it back in the chest.
You want to look closer?
So,
The plot
Morgan.
thickens. Well, yeah, this doesn't make any sense.
Make an investigation.
I mean, the first thing I would do, I want to ask Morgan, like, is this yours? Why
Oh, I think
who
that
would
was
do this?
whoever I was traveling with, and the goblins did dig through it. I don't know. Maybe they just left stuff in there. Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, I definitely want to take a look at it. 'Cause it just doesn't make sense that somebody would like dump the pouches and take some stuff and then throw. Like, why take the time to put it back in the chest?
Sure.
Can I insight check him? He's so like doesn't care about the people he was traveling with. Like he doesn't even know them. It seems. Like
Sure.
and where are they?
it just seems weird. That's better. 19.
Okay, and they
on the
make
insight
your
check.
investigation check too. Boom. Sayana, you get the sense that he only
Ooh,
really cares
nice.
about his like instruments and music, and he's even like pulling out some music notes that were stuffed into the harp case. And he's like looking at it, and he's like, and he's like humming some sort of tune.
Wow.
But he's like, you just get the sense that he's just so into himself and his own music. Not that he's like,
Musicians are weird.
yeah, not that he necessarily cared about anybody he was traveling with. Boom. You take a closer look at the chests, and while yeah, it's kind of weird that there's like empty things in here, that's not the weird part to you. You actually find in one of the chests a hidden compartment, and you push it open, and there are several things. There is a very exquisite 3-row pearl necklace worth 30 gold pieces. You find just 5 gold pieces in there and a stack of love poems bound by a red velvet ribbon.
Oh.
That could get interesting.
Duh.
Do the
let's read
poems have any
everyone's
sort of names or anything that we would recognize?
Do you skim through
Like,
them?
say, Morgan. Yes. Yeah, I would want to flip through them. You know, I guess I'd have to take the ribbon off to find out that they were poems in there anyway.
Yep.
So, yeah, I want to see what the documents are and see if
You don't see any names on them, but you do read one poem, and it says,
Ooh.
"You, me, we, 2 souls stuck together like a piece of meat. You, me, us. Stop laughing, Brennan. My love shines bright for you like a big yellow sun. You, me, us, too. My love for you can be smelled for miles like an old stinky shoe." So they're very, very poorly written poems.
okay.
Smelled for miles like an old stinky shoe.
That's good.
I just want to look at Morgan and say, lyrics you've been working on?
He looks at them and he's like, "Do you think I, a noble from the Hammersong School of Bards and Minstrels, would write something this ghastly?" And he like hands it back to you. He's like,
I just shrug at him.
"Alright, that's it. That's all you find." Oh, and
Fair enough.
the clothes that are left after you like look closer, they do seem more like night clothes or just like less fancy outfits than what you saw at the Goblin camp. So you suspect that they
Right.
took the shinier, prettier ones
Mm-hmm.
and left the rest.
Yep.
Wow.
And nobody's returned to this wagon that ran away. How many other passengers were there here, Morgan?
Oh, there was the driver, and there was that one guy and his wife, and she was kind of obnoxious. But that was it, just the 3 of them.
Don't know their names?
No, I just hitched a ride. They were heading in this direction. I figured I'd probably have to walk the last couple days, but surprise, you're here.
Great. This is
Stand
like
up
some
on top of the wagon.
hitchhiking
Look
hippie
out.
bard. I'm better.
Look out into the woods the other direction and give a call. Hey!
Just out to see the
owners
world
of
and
this
make my
wagon.
music, man.
Owners of the wagon! We've run the goblins off. Come back!
I feel like you need to make a check. Hold on, let me think. A performance check, maybe, just to see how far you could throw your voice and how well it
They
carries.
roll a decibel check.
Yeah. Not far. But you wait. And you wait. And Morgan just goes, "I don't think they're coming back. I don't know that they were invited to the wedding. But I have no idea. Maybe they found their own ride?"
Are there any more tracks other than the
I
Goblin?
think this is their ride.
Yeah.
There are, but they kind of
Well,
scatter.
Yeah, and they scattered the opposite direction that the goblins went.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't.
Can we
like
make out
leaving
any
a couple of
details
them
about the
in
people
woods.
that ran off, like from the size of the tracks? I don't want to leave a kid in the woods, but if it's a
No,
grown
they're all-
adult, then
They're all adult footprints.
okay.
Mm.
They should be able to find their way back to the road, or the cycle of life will take care of things.
Sure. All right. You do anything as you guys get the wagon righted, you guys pile in. Morgan takes a seat in the back with his case in his lap the whole time. Do you guys do anything on the next 2 days to the lodge?
I think Sienna would be teaching the party some elven dances. So some of the dances
In
she learned
downtime?
growing up
Nope.
in the Feywild, some of the very traditional like wedding dances and party dances. Just some of the basics, not that she's going to get everybody to a great level, but at least the basics so they don't trample toes. So I think anytime they take a break, anytime they take a break, she's going to teach everybody that stuff.
Make a history check to see how well you remember said dances, because it has been a long time since you have been a part of nobility in been to
a city
watch.
watch.
Of course, we are going to have to take a long rest in between.
Yes, you will take a long rest.
And she worked as city watch and investigation for a while too, so she wasn't really rubbing elbows with the nobility since she was young. So
let's see.
13.
Yeah, so not too bad. You're sure you messed up one or two, but it'll get them by, and that's all you care about. So, yes. So everybody take a long rest because you're gonna get one of those on your way, and bring yourself back up to full. And as you guys travel, do you do anything with Morgan or talk to him about anything or anything before I move on?
Yeah, I think Sayana would ask him.
The dances and the last hour of the trip, I will go into my ring and shine up and change and make myself presentable.
Okay.
Very nice. I think Sayana would talk to Morgan a little bit, at least try to engage him in conversation, find out how he knows Liz, or if he knows Liz. She's not entirely thrilled with this guy who is so completely self-absorbed. And is a little concerned about how he's going to present at her friend's wedding. So I think she would definitely inquire.
Boom is going to try and insert himself in your conversation with him, just hoping he'll talk about like his relation to the wedding and things like that, trying to gather history. This event may not be historic for the Elven community, but it's the one that Boom has the chance to capture for the records in the archives. So every scrap he can get.
Make sure he's going to the right wedding.
Oh. He does flash an invitation that looks exactly like the one that Kirsty...
I can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, no. I think I'm losing... Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Pause. Hold on. Microphone. Test. That'll probably work. But, hold on. Okay. Oh boy, hold on. Why is it so loud? Okay, there you go. Yeah, I think my headphones were dying. So, hopefully... Okay, is that working now? But not this one. Hold on, this one. Is that working? Test. Okay, sorry, because my headphones started dying and then the Bluetooth cut out and it was like, you can't do this, so I had to like turn it off and then plug it in and change my mic and, you know, technical difficulties. Hello, Flint. Alright, anyway, so what? So he is not an elf, so which is a little bit weird, but not so weird. It's not like they can't be friends with other kinds of nobility. Flint, you're squishing the cord and pulling my head down. Oh my god. Counterference. Okay. Alright. So he's a human, but yes, yeah, so pro. I was such a pro. You kind of, I mean, he's definitely doesn't act like nobility, but he doesn't he does seem to hold himself higher, like his standards of like and his mannerisms seem to be like well taught, like he's educated to some degree. But roll an insight check. Absolutely. Okay, so you get the sense that like he keeps claiming that he is, you know, he studied at the Royal Guild of Bards and Minstrels in Hammersong, and he talks about it a lot, like suspiciously so. But you also get the sense that while he's not not a bad musician, he doesn't also feel like he's that good, you know? And so Sienna, you started questioning him about how he knew Liz, right? So he does mention that he doesn't know her, but he does know the Darlingtons, and he says that, you know, Maximilian and I go way back. I've been doing, you know, family gatherings at the Darlington estate for years. And he like pauses and like doesn't really elaborate any further. And then kind of moves on and starts talking about how he hopes, you know, that there's like custard at the wedding, and, you know, starts talking about something completely different. All right. Yes. So Hammersong is... Yeah, so you start peppering him with questions, and you notice that like all of his answers, especially since you're a learned man, you like you kind of can get gather like when someone's telling you the truth or not, or it's not that he's lying about his experiences, but it also doesn't feel like they're his experiences. So what he's telling you about his experiences at Hammersong, you know, he talks about how, you know, oh, everybody there is nobility and so rich, and you're almost like, you know, it's almost intimidating, and like that could be true for really anybody. Like all the details he gives you are just kind of a general thing that you've kind of already heard of. It doesn't seem specific to, you know, his experiences. Oh, what can I not tell you about him? There's been a lot of gossip about him for sure. Let's see. Oh, well, do you know Gallian? Gallian and him seem to be really close for some reason. they were also at one point considered a good match. So it's a little bit weird that he is getting married to what is her name? Lysandria. No, he doesn't call her Liz. Only you notice like every time that he mentions her, it's Lysandria. And Cyanna would know like really only close friends call her Liz. So, and he says, I also know that this guy Milton Fiends, he's like Maximilian's butler. Supposedly he has some sort of secret, but I haven't heard what kind of secret. Also, have you heard about the legend of Argentis Falls? And he like kind of diverts the conversation to that. And if you're willing, if you want, I can actually tell you the legend of the falls, but it depends on how you guys. Yes. Sure. Sure. Yeah. So he does start talking about the legend, and essentially it's well, according to legend, there were two deities, Selene and Mani, and they once met at these falls. And essentially, the elder god Mani was jealous because all of his followers started following Selene instead, the new moon goddess, and she was growing in popularity while his popularity was diminishing. So, enraged by this, he decided he would punish all of the moon followers by taking the moon away. And so, this obviously caused a lot of havoc since, rangers and sea people, sea-dwelling folk, they use the moon to hunt and navigate. So, he's causing a ruckus with taking away the moon. And Selene, she wanted the moon to always be full to help those people. And she thinks that, she thought that having a full moon to light the way at night would be more beneficial than no moon at all. And so she goes to meet with him and calls to meet him so that they can come to some sort of compromise. And grudgingly, of course, Manny does meet with Selene at a hilltop known as Argentis, and Manny comes out of the sky, and of course Morgan is describing this in very lavish terms, right? There was this huge crash because he was angry, and as he descended down, but as soon as he sees Selene, all that like storm that was raging behind him kind of quiets, and everything melts away as he sees this elven deity of, beauty and youthfulness waiting patiently. And in turn, Selene sees Manny and sees how wise and compassionate he actually is, despite, coming off as angry and, at first. So while the couple is there, the moon shone for 3 full nights, and then after that a waterfall developed on this hill, in which is now called Argentis Falls. And now, ever since those two have come together, the moon now cycles, full moon for 3 nights, and then it'll fade, and then be darkness for 3 nights, and then so it's essentially a love story about the cycles of the moon. And he goes on to say that supposedly these falls are blessed, so if you have a ceremony near the falls, it is supposed to bring you like great happiness, as well as it's often used as a cemetery in one area where elves are actually buried with a tree, and those trees tend to grow and be the most beautiful, supposedly. And he's like telling you all of that. But then you mention, you know, so Maximilian has a history, and he goes, yes, he definitely does. He's a little, and he hesitates and kind of like looks you up and down, looks at the rest of the people, and he's definitely haughty, and he's definitely thinks he's above everybody else, if we're honest. But I mean, I don't think he means anything ill by it. He did inherit his fortune rather recently, only in the last couple years when his father passed away. But this match with Lysandria will be great for both of them, because they'll both be uniting two very powerful families. So we'll see how it goes. Sure. Yeah, make a history check. Nice. So you do. It's Liz's sister. So I don't. Hold on. Let me see if the maybe. So the rumor, he says, that they were once considered a good match, and that they seem to like have a history between them. At least when they're together, they seem to act weird. But he doesn't confirm that there was like a relationship. He doesn't know that for sure. It's just rumors. There's gossip. And it doesn't say if she's the older one or the younger one. I think she's... Yes. So you ask that aloud, and Morgan says, yes. My understanding is the two families arranged for this marriage. Yes. All right. Anything else you want to ask before you arrive at the Silver Lodge? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the mom's still alive. Mm-hmm. He is. You get the sense, as Morgan's like talking about it, is that these are two wealthy families combining to be wealthier. So it's more of a political marriage between them than anything else. Mm-hmm. All right. Sure. So, 2 days pass. Due to your little goblin excursion in the forest, you do arrive almost late, in fact. But you still, I mean, as you get there, here, let me pull this up. I should have preloaded it, so it's going to take forever. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Um, sure. Also, make a note so Sienna and Boom both add a +1 to your admiration points for Morgan since you were chatting with him on your way there. I think, did Rowan talk to him a little bit too? Add 1 for him too. Alright. So if you wanted, you can... He likes good conversation, so it's good. Okay. Yeah, you chatted him up. So you guys arrive at the wedding and you see everybody's already here, and Morgan gives you a very hasty goodbye and kind of disappears among the crowd towards the back because the hand fasting ceremony has already begun. The wedding couple is standing beneath these beautiful arches in front of the waterfall. It's a pergola clad with roses, and they are already saying their vows as they place one ribbon over the couple's hands, and then you can see they're like very nice silken ribbons that they are using, and a total of 7 of them are placed one after each vow, and in front of them all the wedding guests have like gathered and are sprawling on the lawn, and on the other side you see the Silver Lodge with a sign above it that says Silver Lodge, and it looks like a very big hunting lodge. Okay. Once the hand fasting ceremony is over, the wedding couple and the guests kind of make their way back to stand in front of the lodge and kind of separate into their respective families to accept, congratulations. So you are welcome to approach them accordingly, or so Liz is over here. Oh, let me fix it for this guy. Here we go. Get all this out of here. Also, where's my music? Oh, you can? I can't hear it. Alright. As long as you can hear it. That's all that matters. So, this is Liz here. And you see there's... I think if you hover over them, it should give you the names of all the people, but you're welcome. At this point, they're accepting congratulations, they're accepting gifts and that kind of thing. So you're welcome to do the same, or you can wait until they're done. You let me know what you guys want to do. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is anybody doing anything else before that? Oh, I'm sorry. You're checking the snacks? You find what looks to be like some sort of like nuts or berry mix, like a trail mix. And you also find some very fancy wine. Mm-hmm. Sure. Did everybody load? If you didn't load, try refreshing. Like restarting. Oh, wait. Maybe your token's not on here, so you can't see. That's my fault. I'm sorry. You never made it to the party. Now can you see? There you go. And you're not prone. My bad. Alright. Sure. Make a perception check for me. Yes, please. Cool. All right, so you do get the sense that obviously this group of 4 over here seems to be more of the, the bride's family, and you get the sense that, let's see. I mean, you can take note of quite a bit. Obviously, the bride is here, and she's dressed in kind of traditional, wedding attire. Next to her is who looks very similar to her. She's wearing gray as well as like a silver circlet, and she also looks very sad. The silver circlet is also missing gems out of it. You see this guy who seems to be very attentive to the bride. He's also very elegantly dressed, but he's sipping his wine, and he's also kind of studying the guests and everybody that comes up, as well as trying to, make sure that the bride is happy. You also see this young lady here. She is not an elf. She's actually a female gnome, and she's wearing a bright yellow ball gown, and she has flowers in her hair, and her hair's like bright pink, and she seems very chipper and excited, and she's trying to make sure that Lysandra has her beverage. So she's rushing back and forth with a little lemonade or a little snacks or whatever. Seems more like an attendant. Over here with your high perception, you can actually see this is the groom who you saw in the hand fasting ceremony. He is very well dressed. Is definitely the finest clothing among everybody. But he's also currently telling a story about how he brutally killed an owl bear. And you can see near him is another gentleman who also looks surprisingly similar to him. So you suspect they might be siblings of some sort, or at least close family. And he's just politely listening and nodding, and he doesn't seem into the story at all, but just giving just enough. Behind them you see a tiefling who is standing. He's got a decanter of wine, and as you're kind of watching, Maximilian kind of says, "Wine, more! Why are you so hesitant today?" And you see Milton kind of just very slowly pours wine in there, and you get the sense that he's holding back on filling his goblet too quickly. And let's see, you also get, there's another lady. She doesn't have a token, but she is in that group, and she's also wearing a gray and attire with a silver circlet, and missing the same kind of missing gems in the circlet, which I think, make a history check, Sienna. You would probably know if, make it with advantage since you're elven. Might not. Okay. So you recognize that as being the gray attire, as well as the circlet missing stones, is a symbol of mourning of a close relative. So someone died for either of these ladies within the last 5 years, and they're supposed to wear it for 5 years, or 5 or 6 years. I don't remember. It's a long time. All right. So everybody kind of makes their rounds, and then as the last of the congratulatory statements are accepted by the bride and groom, the bride finally sees you, Sienna, and she rushes towards you, darling, it's so good to see you. I'm so happy that you've come. And she kind of pulls you and the rest of the group aside, kind of a little further away from everybody so nobody can really eavesdrop. I know we haven't spoken in years, but I have a huge favor to ask of you. I am so sorry. Bards, you know bards. They do. Well, look, I agreed to marry him. I know what you're thinking, like, it's not for love, obviously. It's to make my mother and father happy, especially my father. You know how he is. He wants me and my sister to marry well, and it's a good match, you have to admit. We'll do well together, and I'm not a romantic. It'll be fine. I'm sure, we'll grow to, love each other in the future. But that's not why I've called you here, dear. I am so worried. I just recently, during our courtship, as we do, during our courtship, I heard a rumor that the Darlington family is cursed. And apparently, very long time ago, Lord Darlington III accidentally killed a fey creature. And you know all about the Feywild. And he, I guess, mistook this, he accidentally mistook this fey creature as a poacher and killed him for trespassing. And when he died, he uttered a curse, something along the lines of, fang for claw and tooth for eye, a hex upon the blood of your kin. And she's like trying to remember the words. When the heart of one is bound, another will pay for your sin. Something along those lines. But regardless, essentially, when the oldest of the family gets married, something bad has always happened. And it can be something as little as, just bad news. But it's also been tragic accidents and deaths. So, yes, Max is the oldest one. So, I'm just worried that something might happen today. And I was hoping that you and, of course, your friends could maybe, keep an eye on things while I can't, since I'm a little bit busy, making sure everything is going well. Oh, they look so capable. Look at all of your outfits. Did you dress them? You did a good job. Thank goodness. Thank you. Thank you. It'll be wonderful. The dancing will be great. I'm sure you guys will love the dancing. Yes. Wow. And then she kind of like scratches behind your ear a little bit. You're such a friendly fellow. Azor. Ah. Oh. Wow, very fancy. Thank you. And she just kind of like pats your hand and nods and then moves on. Boom? Is that your real name? Huh. Oh! Uh-huh. And she corrects your pronunciation on the last word. But very good. Yeah. Very good, thank you. We can speak common, it's okay. um, oh yes. So it's been a long time. Yeah. I don't. It's normally the same day, so that the eldest gets married. That's really all I know, and I know that they didn't believe in it for a long time, but it's too much of a coincidence. There are a lot of family history with accidents on those days, so I'm just very worried that something might happen. It doesn't necessarily happen to the groom. It could happen to anybody in the family, or it could be just bad news from, anyone. So. Yes. Yes. Well, you see, her husband died a couple years ago. She was married to, what was his name? Hold on, let me pull it up. She was married to Jonah. Jonah Fitzgilbert. Another very wealthy, elvish family. As far as I know, she didn't necessarily love him, but it was a very, cordial, arrangement, and yes, so best not to speak too much about it, as she does seem to change the subject a lot when I mention it, so it could be a touchy subject. She's, yes, that is Maximilian's mother. His father passed away about a year ago, and, yeah, so he has inherited the entire fortune of, the Darlingtons. So that's partially why we have this arrangement where we're hoping to kind of combine assets and, hopefully, his family owns a lot of different mining corporations near Copperport, so and obviously my family owns the lodge and the area here around the falls that's kind of considered more of a sacred place, so hopefully we can by combining our assets do something good with it, but we'll see. It's yet to be told. Sure. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. And just based on your history with her, you get the sense that while she's not unhappy with the arrangement, it's just an arrangement. She's not really expecting anything out of it. And she also does seem, maybe not sad, but like maybe melancholy a little bit, which is of course unusual on your wedding day, so. No, because it's not someone close to her. It was her sister's husband. Yeah, yeah, not close enough. All right. Yes, 2 different people. No. Yeah. And she squeezes back. I missed you too, darling. And as you finish up your conversation with Liz, Lord Maximilian Darlington raises his voice above the rest of the conversation, and he says, "And now for some fun, gentlemen, shall we hunt? Those who do not wish to hunt may join my lovely bride in a beautiful and delightful picnic, but everyone else, you can follow me. Milton, my horse, please." And so now, at this point, you may choose to either go on a picnic with the bride, or you can go hunting with the groom. So, yes. You can either all go together. I will let you split the party if you would like. That, of course, makes it complicated, but we can do it. So you watch as, actually, in this group, this lady, this lady here, she's actually a half-orc. She's been hanging around the Darlington family, so you get the sense that she's a member of the family to some extent. But she is actually getting her bow out and calling for her horse as well. So it's definitely mixed. It doesn't matter gender-wise. You can do whatever you want. So, hold on, let me look. It's complicated always. All right, so you see the girl, that the gnome in the yellow dress is going with Liz, as well as Galliana, or Gallianne, sorry, and Thalgion and Morgan are all going. So I'll put them together. These people are going on the picnic. These people are going on the hunt. So yes, put yourself in the groups that you want to be in. And these people are just guests, so technically some guests are going in each direction, but we're just gonna not put a million tokens on here. Sure. Cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure. All right. Mm-hmm. But. Mm-hmm. 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 But what he's not saying. Sure. Yeah, He did show an invitation that looked. Oh, that's because my mic cut out at that time. He did show you. Yeah, he did show you an invitation that looked very similar to the one that Sayana got, except it didn't have any hidden notes or like extra scrolling on it. So he did get an invitation. All right. Okay, so because we're, splitting the party, as I kind of expected to happen anyway, we're going to kind of do this in two groups. We're going to do the picnic, and then we're going to do the hunting. Okay? Because otherwise, it'll get too crazy. I put everybody on on the map, so you should still be able to see it even if you're not active, although I guess I'm missing a player. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you're here. 1, 2, 3. Who am I missing? I'm missing Rowan again. I'm always missing you. There you go. So let me know when everyone can. I know. Let me know. Yeah, make sure everybody's in here. So. Boom. I'll move you guys. Alright, so, oh, I'm sorry. I said Thaligan, but it was Sebastian that was here. My bad. Yes, yeah, my bad. Yeah. No, it's one word. Sebastian. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Make a history check. I feel like not, so the DC's high, but I don't know. There's a chance. I don't know. So you no, you don't know anything. Yeah. Okay, so you get to Breeze Hill, which is where the picnic will take place. By the time you get there, it's like afternoon, roughly. There's beautiful trees with flowers blooming on them because it is springtime. And there's just blankets of various colors that have been spread out. And as you guys arrive, a group of servants just springs into action, unpacking a bunch of different wicker baskets and laying out stuff for tea. And you can see I've already placed the tokens like where they're supposed to be, but you see Liz and her sister take a seat on one blanket. You see Sebastian, he kind of goes and he leans up against a tree and he's got a book in his hand, and he does start to read it, but he's also like glancing up every once in a while and like keeping an eye on like what's going on. Morgan, of course, settles in and takes out his instrument and just starts playing a rather nice, lovely tune, but something that's actually kind of common, and you guys have heard it before. But Rosalinda, the gnome, is like just staring at him and how he's playing, and like is just in awe of the music that he is producing with this instrument. So Boom and Sayana, you are allowed to, move to wherever you want. You can talk to people, or, do whatever suits your fancy and give you a little bit. Oh, pleasure. My name is Sebastian. I am the brother of the groom. Younger brother. Yes. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Though I plan on maybe traveling after the wedding. Charlie, I've heard quite a bit about Whiteport. Maybe I'll hit Hammersong. I'm not sure. I haven't really decided. Do you have any recommendations? Yeah, I'm not even sure yet, but I just plan on making a grand tour. I've never traveled really that far from, Copperport or the Falls, so I think it's about time that I, get a lay of the land, since my brother kind of has everything handled with the estates. No, I don't think he's well traveled, really. Not that I can remember. But, yeah, he has a good handle on the estates as far as I know. I don't really, ever since it kind of passed on to him, I haven't really kept a close eye on it. I figured he has it handled, so there's not much I need to look at. Oh, you have? Yeah, and it'll make a good match. And he kind of, like, stumbles on it while he says it, but he doesn't say anything negative. Sure. Make an insight check. There's definitely something in that, but you can't tell whether it's one or the other. You might have to press further if you want more. He is going to talk about the book that he's reading, and you see the title. It's like the history of modern art, and he's apparently reading a history of different well-known paintings. And sure, you can talk about that if you'd like. But yes. Yeah. Sure. Boom. Yeah. She's a gnome. She's a gnome. Yeah, absolutely. And she's like overly chipper about it, right? So she's just like, yeah, sit right here, I'll make some room. And then she's like, do you want some tea? And she like starts pouring you some tea without even you saying anything. And she's like, isn't he fantastic? And she's just like all giddy about it. Yeah. Yeah, just go. Oh no, wait, I don't know if she's been. Yeah. Yeah. Broken. I'm short-circuiting over here. No, so she doesn't really have much to say about him. She's like, I've just never seen anybody play like this before. As you're talking to her, you realize that she's speaking in a very, like, less formal speech. And she keeps glancing over at Liz, kind of almost like checking on her and then looking back. And she's just like, but she just keeps talking. As you're talking to her, you also notice she has like a faint scar on her chin. She's got like a gap between her two front teeth. But she keeps like adjusting her poofy yellow dress and like fixing the flowers in her hair as she's like talking. But yeah, she goes into this spiel about how she's never really listened to music that much or seen anybody play an instrument that well and things like that. Sure. So she's like, oh yeah, so I'm actually been appointed as let me get the terms right here. As Liz's lady companion. So I take care of her and make sure she's dressed well. I have to make sure her drinks are there, and I just take care of my dear friend Liz. And otherwise, like, I really only know the Darlingtons based on the last months of courtship with them. Obviously the families came together, but I've heard plenty of things. The servants love to talk, so oh, I heard. And she like glances over, and she's like super eager to tell you. Like, she's so excited to tell someone this gossip that she's probably told a million people. But she looks over at Liz and then looks back at you and then starts to whisper, I think that Maximilian was in an affair at one point. Not any time recently, but I heard that he might have been in some sort of scandalous affair. Also, I noticed, did you look? And she like glances over, and you see like Sienna and Sebastian are talking, and she glances over at Sebastian, and she's like, he's also seemed like withdrawn lately. I'm a little worried about him. Like, maybe he's I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but he just seems like, I don't know, sad maybe? I don't know. And then she like turns and she's like, but also, have you heard that Milton might be keeping a secret? I wonder what it is. Do you have any guesses? Have you heard anything? No. Yeah, she's eager to just talk and. Sure. And she's just eager. She's like, "Oh, you're taking notes? What do you study?" And then she's wow. Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome. So not culturally, like, no. It is very strange. No, it is slightly strange that she has been elevated to like lady companion. That's a little like, that piques your interest, but you don't know enough about the like elvish court system to say if you should be commenting on that, but you do like catch a note of that. Like she seems to be, she definitely has more of a commoner feel to her. Like she's speaking in slang. She's just, you know, she isn't. Her emotions are like all out and about. Like she doesn't hide anything. You know, she doesn't have that court feel. But yeah, so it seems slightly odd, but not enough. You don't know enough to make a comment. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, and she's like, so, yeah. Yes. Yes. So she's, kinda, yeah. Sort of. Yeah. Yeah, but she doesn't have that air of nobility. You know, she has more of that servant feel, but she's been elevated to lady companion. So, you can, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. And she's super excited about your compliment. Oh, thank you so much. And she starts talking about how Liz gave her this dress to wear today, and she was so excited about it. And she goes on about how soft the fabric is, and it just kind of like tumbles from there. So for the picnic, I need you to add 2 admiration points for Boom with Rosalinda. And then add 2 for you, Kirsty, for Sienna and Sebastian. Okay. And then we will move on to this. So as you guys are you gonna try to talk to any other guests, or can I move away from that and on to the next thing? Yes. Well, before we give the hunting group a chance to play, actually, what happens is, someone starts shouting, "Help! Help!" Someone is crying from the thicket of bushes, and a heartbeat later, a sound of 4 stomping and snorting boars burst out of the vegetation, and they start tearing up all of the blankets and rushing the crowd. So here they are, up here. Yep, so so you guys were smooshing too much, I guess. Oh, I didn't add you. Here you go. I think Sebastian can be in. He's not gonna be the rest of them. Alright. Oops. Where's my initiative tracker? What happened? Actually, we should reduce this since not all of you are here. I'm gonna take 1 boar out. Just because it's, you know. Alright. Why did it not roll all of them? Why are you a pain in the butt? Hello? Combatant doesn't exist. What do you mean it doesn't exist? It's right here. Don't lie to me. I'll just roll individually. There we go. Oh, I guess he doesn't exist, they say. Okay. That's weird. Is Sebastian not allowed to fight? I guess he's not. What do you mean? Alright, he's not allowed to fight. Let me try to remove him and add him. Yes. You would have, yeah. They didn't, like, check weapons at the door or anything. You have them, so. No, you would have, because... Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Something like this, probably. Okay. Perfect. Alright. So, unfortunately for you guys, the piggy goes first. Where's the combat music? Stop this. Alright. So... Alright, so piggy... Wait, let me pop this out. My combat tracker isn't up for some reason. I'm not sure why. Is it? It's not up for me. Maybe I've destroyed something. You know, the usual. It's fine. Alright, so this guy... Always. 40 foot of movement, so... What's this? It takes the... oh, that's cool. Cool. He's gonna charge. And he's gonna charge 5, 10, 15, 20. To you, Boom. Oh, I didn't target you. Let me try again. Charge! Yeah, why not? Yes, or be knocked prone. And you take... Well, you might not take that. I have to roll to attack with the tusk. Yeah, he's right. So it did hit, so you take 7 with the additional from the charge. And... Oh! Oof! You are now... You are now prone. So you push Rosalinda behind you, and then as you turn around, the boar literally just crashes into you and knocks you down. Alright. Now it's his turn. Next boar. That's... which one? This one. So he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, no, 30. Oh yeah, I have that out, but I don't have the one across the screen. Yeah, the carousel's already. Oh wait. No. Yeah, it didn't work for me though. I think I have to refresh, so I'm not gonna. So we're just gonna keep going. Yeah. So another one comes charging. I don't know that it would go for you though, Boom. Hold on. Let's roll a d6 and see where he goes. What does this say? He's going towards Sebastian. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yep. He just starts running. So I guess he sees you, Sienna. You're slightly closer. So you now are in range, but he's not going to attack you because he was trying to hit Sebastian. So that's his turn. Boom, it's your turn. Uh-huh. Oh. Now my carousel came up, so I don't know what happened. Weird. Okay. I know. Yes. Oof. Oh, good question. I feel like you can button for it. Hold on, magic missile. Yeah. Well. Okay. Let me change it. Configure. Oh nope. Configure settings. MIDI QOL. What was it? Auto something. Jesus, okay. Got it. Hold on, gotta save though. It might. Now try. Did that work? Yeah, just add 4 more. Yep. And that's to... Okay. So... Ooh, yeah, you killed that one. So he knocks you down, you stand up, and missiles fly from your hand, and just... Boom, 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 and he falls over. On the blankets, unfortunately, crashing into your cup of tea. Alright. Two. Alright, this one's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He's gonna go towards the ladies but doesn't make it there. So that's his turn. Now we have, oh, I skipped too fast. Diana, your turn. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow, these are some very wise boars. You didn't know it. Yep. Well, one of them I rolled a natural 20, so I think that it was just the rolls. Yeah. All right. Nice. So it does take take a good hit, but it's still standing. And that will take that boar out. So it falls dead. Sounds good. Alright. I guess technically it's Sebastian's turn because he couldn't roll initiative on my screen, so we're gonna pretend he's at the end. But he's gonna rush up as well to protect the ladies. 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, and he's going to slash, oops, not the boar. He's gonna slash at the boar with a rapier. No. Alright, it does hit, and it does take significant damage as this brightly, you notice, like, everybody's kind of carrying weapons. A lot of them seem more, like, ceremonial, ornamental. Sebastian's is, not only is it beautiful, but it is definitely sharp and functional, and he does, do a small number on this boar, and that will be the end of his turn. And then that boar's dead, so leads us to Boom. So I'm gonna delete these guys, so he's not on here. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. That's the top of the round. At the top of the round, all of these boars, you get the sense they were almost like running from something, and that something appears. And here it is. So he has, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40. He comes rushing in. We'll roll a d6, see who he goes after. That's a 1, so he sees the bride, I guess, and he's gonna keep charging. He's gonna use his action to keep moving. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's gonna go over here towards the shiny dressed Lysandrea, as she has, like, you know, this beautiful gown on that's in all of this silver, and it goes rushing towards. But that's the end of its turn. Although it didn't get to, and then it'll, like, roll initiative. Add you to the initiative. Oh, it rolled a 1. Good. Alright. And then it's Boom's turn. Now. Sure, but can I also get a performance check to see if you do outperform the bard as you make these fancy maneuvers? Or acrobatics, one or the other. You can pick. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. In fact, Rosalinda is like, and gasps in awe as you roll away. Perfect. Oh. Sure. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I did change it. It'll be better for next time. Yeah, I think we have to reset. I think you can turn that off. Let me see. Weird. Sure, because that one missed badly, so it's gonna be this one regardless. Wow. Yikes. Yup. Does it... Oh no. Is it... Yeah. Oof. Oof. Yikes. Alright. What would it have been? Oh! Yikes. Alright, well. Now it's the boar's turn. It's going to... it was trying to get to the ladies, but you're in the way, Sienna, so it's going to attack you. It's just going to use its tusk. Boop, boop, boo. Oh. And you very deftly and easily just kind of knock it aside as it tries to, like, yeah, just boop it on the snoot. And that's it. Yeah. Boop. And that's it. So that's all he can do. On to your turn, Sienna. Ooh. It succeeded. Wisdomy. So wise. These are the wisest boars you've ever met. Oof. Wow, no! Oh no. Oh boy. Are you guys gonna die? I'm a little bit worried. Okay, well, this guy, he's, not compelled to duel you. But, yeah, and he's gonna go, he has 2 attacks, I think, yeah, 2 attacks. So he's going to use his tusks on the bride. Eesh. Eesh. Oh, there we go. Eesh. Ouch. Ouch. Does this do? And then she has to make a Constitution save or become a wereboar. So that's cool. She succeeded. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's real low. I think it's real low. Yeah, it's a 5. So she barely succeeded. Okay. Oh, that's true. Do you have an aura? What? Okay. Yep, then he takes his maw out and he attacks Sebastian. Since Sebastian's trying to distract him from hitting the bride. And he's still somehow standing. So's the bride. Somehow standing. Well, she has more hit points. She's an ex-adventurer. Normal amounts of damage. But it doesn't do much because he's not an adventurer. So, yeah. But he, he's at least distracting him, so there's that. All right. Boom, your turn. Do something good. Mm-hmm. It did, yeah. And he did a 22. I'm rolling really well, guys. This doesn't happen often. No. Does he still get damage, though? Okay. Gotcha. Alrighty. Sorry. No. You guys didn't even get to, like, anything crazy yet. I did. I did. Yeah, you're fine. You'll be fine. Maybe. Okay, boar is now going to attack you, Sienna. With a tusk. Ouch. Ouch. It's a measly 4. And it's still kicking. So it's your turn. Oops. Oops. There you go. Beautiful. Yes. Yes. Do it. Kick his ass. Just roll. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Put it in the pile with the other ones. Nice. Yeah. Yep. Some smites. Awesome. He is barely hanging on, but he's wobbling. He's there, but yeah, barely hanging on. But now he's mad, so he's gonna turn towards you, and he's gonna attack you. And what? He's gonna multi-attack, so he gets 2 attacks. So first one with his tusks, and I'll need you to make a con save to see if you turn into a wereboar. It's 5, I think. You did it. Congratulations. And now a maw attack. You are not a wereboar. Yes, you're not a friend, so you must die. Alright. So he hits you with his tusks and you feel like a surge of something, but you feel divine energy kind of surge over you and burn away whatever that horrible thing might have been. And then it kind of distracts you just enough that he comes in with his maw and does clock you in the shoulder. And that will be his turn. Sir Sebastian here, he's going to attack. Nope. With his rapier. He doesn't do much, but it can help. It did hit. Yeah, he did. Yep, so it actually ends up killing him. So sorry, nobody else gets to kill him. But Sir Sebastian did it. So I got to kill my own enemy. That's great. Alright. So he does, because he's distracted. Oh, he also had advantage, but not that it mattered. Because he's distracted by you, Sir Sebastian comes in with his rapier and it goes through, and you actually see it come through the chest of the wereboar in front of you. And that will end... Well, no. We still have a boar. So he's dead.
You can't hear anybody but you.
What?
You can't hear anybody but you.
You can only hear me? How long has that been going on?
I don't know.
Oh, no. How long has that been going on? Yeah, probably since I had to fix stuff. That's bad. Hold on. Why does this happen every time? That's not by design. Oh boy. Alright. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Oh no. Man, I always have issues. How do I fix this? Oh, it's because this is not coming through. Hold on. We need to change this. I know, I'm so annoyed. Well, this happens all the time for me. Okay, output. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. I think it's coming through my headset and not coming through the desktop, and so they can't hear it. I haven't. I probably should have,
Gotcha.
but it slows it down, so.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
This is what it
Hold
is.
on. Everything's gonna be messed up. This one? No. This one? Hold on. Oh god. We're ruining everything. Everything is messed up. Oh no. Okay, but now I can't hear. Somebody talk. Nope. Still can't hear. I can't hear you, so that's bad. Lord help me. Ruining my Black Panther party? What does that even mean? So that's what somebody said in the chat. How do I make this come through?
Early teens, like
Ah!
teens, so.
Is there... Now I can hear you kinda, but it might echo.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it gonna
You're
echo?
a little tinny, but you're a little tinny, but it's not.
Not bad. Horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's way.
Oh,
they're quoting Forrest Gump on your stream. That's what that is.
Oh, sorry.
That's funny.
Can you hear us now, Hot Ringus?
So,
God dang it.
buddy.
Okay, well, who knows what they could have heard. Or not. It's whatever. Well, this always happens.
I know.
It's because when my headphones died. So,
Yeah.
and then I changed the thing, so it's since then
Yeah.
probably, which was what, a long time ago.
Like an hour.
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll have to sum up.
What happened was we were on a picnic and we killed some pigs.
Yep, the end. That's pretty much what happened. They gained some points. We'll go over the points, and that's about it.
And Aspen is uncomfortable with talk of my friend and his brother.
Yep. Hopefully the echo
Well, I
is
don't know
not
what
too
this
bad.
last.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let me see if this will.
okay.
If this charges. Hold on.
They said okay, start over.
I also know that person, so okay.
Yeah.
It is too much. We must sum up.
Well, you talked, boars appeared. There we go. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Boom, it's
We
your
moved.
turn, I think. Was that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I was gonna
Okay.
burn another magic missile to try and eliminate this last boar. And I'm just gonna roll it like that because that seems easier than trying to get the spell to level up. So.
Yep.
14 magic missile damage headed to the
Yikes.
boar. Unless he knows the shield spell, I
He does
don't think
not.
this is gonna go work in his favor.
He dies.
Excellent.
And that's that. Yay, you did it. You didn't die. This time.
I'm really sad that my Hondo roll witch bolt didn't work out though. Damn.
Oh, I know. That was cool.
Alright, so, unfortunately we are close to end, so we'll have to start with the hunting party next time, probably. But, as you guys, what am I looking at? So, as you guys finish off the boars, please mark extra admiration points, so we'll give you, what are you at now? So, Boom will have add an additional one for Rosalinda for like stepping in front of her and protecting her. And then honestly, Sienna should probably already have like 3 for Liz just for being friends with her. So add an additional one so you're at 4. And then add another one for Sebastian because you both kind of tag teamed and worked together to defeat some of those other boars. So I think that is. Oh, and add +1 for you, Sienna, with Gallienne because you also were protecting her. All right. So as you guys finish off the boars, some of the servants call in some help to kind of clean up the picnic, and everybody just kind of decides, all right, that's enough excitement for today, and they decide to head back to the Silver Lodge. The next time that we play, which I don't know if you guys want to play sooner so you don't forget all the details. We can talk about that after stream, but we will start with the hunting party, which will be occurring at the same time as what just happened with the picnic. So, and hopefully we don't have technical difficulties for an hour.
Well, obviously did a terrible job hunting if we're the ones killing all the wild boars.
Yeah. So we'll get back into that. For anybody who at least in the beginning part, wants to play this on their own, I'll put links in the description for Midnight Tower where you can buy this. As they have I put my own tokens in here, and I also stole the images from the all these character portraits are in the adventure themselves. I like that better than the tokens they provided. So I put those in here as well, but the maps and everything are already a part of that, and they have ones with grids and one without grids and whatever you kind of need. So it's pretty well thought out. It also is super easy to like upscale because this is supposed to be an adventure for level 3, and I actually upscaled it for 5 players for level 5, and it was super easy to do. So I like it when they include stuff like that. Can make my life easier. But yeah, so we'll start next time with the hunting party and see how.
More, right? Because they have like what 10 hit points. All the enemies have had 10 hit points.
Yeah,
A little too fast.
it'll be fine.
Yeah, given our inability to hit them, I think it worked out okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I started using magic missile. I can't miss.
Well, when I'm not sleeping.
Not being a caster and not having magic missile hurts physically because that is such a nice spell because you can just hit things.
Yep. All right. So we will see you guys next time, and yeah. Hopefully we don't have as many technical difficulties. So bye.